Go.
At midnight by the stream I roved, to forget the form I loved. Image of Liu Tai from my mind depart, for Liu Tai is not kind.
Not that I don't trust you.
The moon was high, the moonlight gleam, and the shadow of a star, I do like background noises, yes, heaved upon Tamaha's stream. But the rocks shone brighter far, the rock half sheltered from my view by pendant boughs of tressy yew. So shines my luty forehead fair, gleaming through her sable hair. Image of luty from my mind depart, for luty is not kind. That's luty from Coleridge. That's only the first two stanzas. Are they called stanzas?
George Costanza.
Are those called stanzas? Stanzas?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know how to say that. I don't know if it's lutai.
May I?
May I?
I have no clue. Luty? Luty?
I read
Luty?
the love poem, the whole thing today, and I had to look up words. A lot of them.
That's great.
Some of them I kind of knew, but I was like, I want to actually know what he's really trying to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Poetry's good for that, though, because I find when you're reading a novel, you can find a bunch of words and it really breaks it up in terms of like the fluidity of your reading. If
So
you
you
just look up
understand
too
it.
many words. But in poetry, every word is so valuable that I find
Exactly.
you get so much meaning out of actually going and looking up each word that it's actually kind of like, okay, this merits a dictionary run.
Fuck, he's
Every
smart,
time.
good looking, and cultured. Dylan, what happened to you?
Huh? What? Whoa, what? Is this hiring for a replacement? What the hell, man?
Welcome, James. Can you do our intro, please?
No.
You can just use your mouth.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
We've hired a specialist for this. The money is not going out the window. I thought you were going to take care of this anyway.
Well, no, I just wanted you to say it. I was going to put that in later.
Good evening.
No. We don't know what time of day they're listening.
It's evening for us, but
Yeah.
it's always evening in your mind because the sun's gone down. You are calm. You are expecting a new experience. The lights are dim. There is peace within
I
your
feel
mind.
better.
Your frontal cortex has finally found a frequency that you may sip your coffee on.
I'm not drinking
You're not a caffeine person. That's okay.
No, I am.
Everyone needs water.
No,
This is exactly Cam's mind and how Cam reacts to his mind every single day. It's like, you're my coffee. No, I am a coffee person. But I drink water. That was a reenactment of Cam's brain and how he deals with it.
And that mental process is, ladies and gentlemen and others, the black sweater perspective.
Beautiful.
So there's this girl, and I was sitting there. We're sitting there, and I'm just like doing me. I'm like just like
Okay, how hard were you doing you? That's pretty hard. That's pretty hard.
I was doing it hard.
and she could feel it. Eh?
And well, yeah, and
She
she
could feel
looks
the
at,
vibrations in the air.
well, I think so because she kind of glanced at me, and she's like, we're not talking right now, but I'm just like, I'm doing my thing, right? And then she's like, you're thinking a lot right now, aren't you? And I'm like, mm-hmm. She's like, I wouldn't want to be in there. I'm like, nope. And I don't know her very well. And she already,
So she's like, thinks it's scary to be in there.
yeah. Well, or just exhausting. One of the two. I don't know if it's so much
Probably
scary, but just
unhealthy mixture of both.
God, like when do you?
I imagine the inside of your mind in that moment was like a really cheap karate commercial.
Ouch!
Hi, I'm Cameron Spazowski.
It wasn't fucking cheap. I used top notch. No.
Underproduced
No.
and shit. Yeah. Shitty effects.
The Joey Diaz. Hey, fucko. Have you seen that?
No, if I was doing a karate commercial, it's gonna have like fucking all the Karate Kid, right? You know the new show that's on?
All the Karate Kid.
All the characters.
Oh.
It's not gonna be cheap as shit.
Even the dead ones?
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Wait, Cameron, do you
That's
know how
fucked
to
up.
do you know how to do karate?
I used to when I punched my sister in the nose.
Fundamentally,
I found
to
out
make
I
a
didn't.
good
So
karate
is that what you said to your dad when he's like, what'd you do? It's like, I was doing karate. To your sister?
No. We were in the hallway, like right in the entrance of the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'd been to karate. I was like, I don't know, 14 or 12 or something like that.
All right.
And I was like, you know how you learn distance in your punch?
I'm not gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Oh,
And my
man.
mom's sitting at the kitchen table, and she's just like shaking her head. She's like,
My bro's
fucking
done this to me.
Stupid kids, right? And I'm telling my sister, like, just let me do it. I promise you I won't hit you in the nose. Like, I won't hit you in the face. Like, just don't move, otherwise I will. Just completely fucking cracked her in the nose. She had a nosebleed.
So
And
that's
my mom
karate?
just laughed.
Was she crying?
My mom?
No, your sister, the one that
No,
you
she's
hit.
yelling at me. She's like, you hit me. I'm like, well, I didn't mean to. I guess I need to practice. And my mom's just like, why would you let him do that?
Fucking- yeah.
Why would you let...
Needs 3 more lessons with Mr. Miyagi. Yeah,
You really believe that he's not going to...
a naked old man making you wash his car.
There's so many chances that...
That's why he punched her in the nose.
What?
Have you not seen The Karate Kid?
Talk about my movies in my head. Have you heard about this, guys? Fucking cats cutting
Heard
up
about it now.
shit and
Wasn't-
bleeding from the eyes and the fires.
Well, no, that's not what I was talking about. That was what? I don't even remember that. But no, I'm talking about The Karate Kid. Have you not seen The Karate Kid?
You're talking about... You
It's-
talked about this
it's an-
before.
it's an old
James,
man.
welcome to the podcast again. We've got James here, our horny baby from upstairs. And
He does not consent to that name.
he doesn't have to.
That's the yeah.
That's just what it is when you're down here.
Yeah, if you listen to the previous episode with him, you'll understand that. Kinda. It doesn't. It's not really connected, but that's what I'm calling him from now on.
I appreciate it. I feel very
cool.
welcomed, and I'd just like everyone to know that I'm here by my own volition, and
We didn't drag him.
I am
That's a good.
of age of majority.
Yeah, he is. That's good. Good.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
of
I
course.
appreciate that.
So-
see, I didn't even know we needed that.
Cam,
See, that's how wise you are.
I'm just going to try and direct the flow of conversation for a second.
Oh,
you
no.
had some questions for me
Yeah.
that
We'll
you
get
wanted
to
to
that.
really
We'll get to
dig
that.
into
We'll get to-
last
Will
podcast.
we? Yeah.
Well, that's a good question, but
Are we going to talk about coffee for 45 minutes? Because we could.
no.
We good.
Coffee has caffeine. Other drinks have
No.
caffeine as well. I learned
This,
that.
what's in here is the same thing as in Red Bull. Like
Torian?
greens. Yeah.
Ginseng.
Ginseng?
So good for you.
Is that a lie?
Just wonderful.
Do you use Maca? It's like Peruvian
Oh,
ginseng.
it's so good.
Fuck off! You're so
It's
mocking
like
me right now.
I love. Oh, man,
I
you
can
buy
just turn you
coffee,
down.
You can
It's
spend
like-
like you can spend like a buck.
Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, wait, what is he saying?
You can spend a buck on a coffee. You know, you can grind it yourself. You can make it in your French press. Delicious. Consistently, like it brings up your morning. Or you can spend like $3 or $4. Get like a maca latte, some shit like that.
No. I take
Or
a
you-
teaspoon of maca and shove it in my greens drink.
What is that?
Maca? It's a root, a Peruvian root. It's
Oh,
a
I'm
root.
thinking of matcha.
Yeah.
Matcha.
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 Now I made a fool of
matcha
myself.
man.
Okay, you have the floor now. I was making fun of you, but apparently I don't even know what you're spending $3 or $4 on anymore.
The tables have turned.
I thought you were smart.
Maca.
You're still a child that needs to learn shit.
Maca.
To be fair, I don't know what either of those were, so fuck.
I must sound so conceited now. Everyone's going to be like, wow, we have to sit through this episode. Oh,
You know
shit.
how many stupid things I have said. Let me tell you about words.
What? Yeah.
So I have to correct. Remember my armpit story? I remembered later that he was bugging me. Actually, he was like, "You don't have pubes," and I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "How can you have pubes if you don't have armpit hair?" And I was like, "I don't know, but I do."
You should have asked him.
And then I had a complex.
You should put your hand down my pants, and
I bet you'll feel nuts.
we can test for sure whether or not
I wasn't
have
that
pubes.
bold then. Now I'd
Neither
do
was
it.
he, and that's
You would have called his bluff. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
No,
or
that-
you would have got your first hand job. Win-win. Either way, win-win. Yeah.
And Cam's gay now.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
In the other timeline. Do you believe in timelines?
Well, like in movies.
No. If they're in movies, you don't have to believe in them. You just have to enjoy them.
Like
Well, you have to.
the million world theory, where there's like a bunch of different timelines, like with the same people, the
Is that
same
actually
stuff.
the name of a theory?
I think I just coined it, but I could be ripping somebody off.
Wait, so
But either is very likely.
Just create, this theory.
either way, I understand what he's getting at.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's the point that he's making. But are you saying that there are different possibilities for different actions?
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah, no, I agree with that.
Different
entirely.
actions. No. Go deeper.
Well, and then and like there's like a million movies,
microphone.
a million movies playing. I'm getting excited. A million movies playing at the exact same time.
Yes.
All starring you, all doing slightly different things.
Oh, like multiverse theory?
Yeah, multiverse. There you go.
Yeah.
No, it's the million. It's
The Million Man March. I don't know. What the fuck?
Go deeper.
The Million World Theory.
No, you haven't hit my pubes yet. Go deeper.
And that is taint. Thank you.
We should set an alarm where we actually talk about those topics. But anyway,
So, yeah.
so you believe in that?
Absolutely. Well,
Cool.
I don't think...
Moving on.
Well, give him a chance. Fuck.
I think you have to assume that there's like so much out there, like in terms of the vastness of what exists, just considering that we haven't found the end of it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you do like a background while he's doing this?
I'm done.
Oh, can you do it again? Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing? Double Wednesdays? Fuck. That's good content.
You have to assume that there is an infinite amount of possibilities if we are to explore the depths of space to which we have found no end.
Beautiful. There you go. Fucking, what's that guy that we don't like anymore?
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking of the whole time.
Neil deGrassy Ass.
that guy, Neil deGrassy Ass.
Oh, I like that, Neil deGrassy Ass.
He can use that at the beginning of his podcast. There you go. You're welcome.
deGrassy Ass. We should send it to him.
Yeah.
He'll be like, these guys. Hey, that's some good promotion right there.
That's some great content.
Yeah, but then
I shall speak about that on the Cosmos.
These guys roasted me in 2 episodes right back to back, and they're wonderful.
I doubt he'd listen to
That's
our
what
old
science
stuff.
is all about, you know. It's about roasting each other, but for the betterment of humanity.
Can you imagine if like we
Best one
had him
wins.
on here in a few days?
That'd be.
I mean,
No offense to you, but that'd be pretty cool.
I meant way longer than a
That's
few
great.
days, but a few days
I'd
came
be
out.
watching from outside.
Rubbing your
window.
nipples. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is everyone rubbing your nipples when you?
I don't know. I can't. Or no, he was like fucking.
I was rubbing my belly button.
He was rubbing his belly button. Yeah.
That's a pretty good way to do it.
Right.
Yeah. The sun was reflecting off my
That's
pale
right.
skin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how about we talk about some of this stuff on the agenda this time?
You mentioned JDM cars and taxes, 2 of my favorite subjects. I'm not even kidding.
And taxes.
Taxes. You like tax?
Yeah.
Are you training to be an accountant?
Taxes, axes, and Ex-Laxes.
Oh shit!
That's
Taxes.
my new T-shirt that I'm gonna make.
For a fucked up individual.
Wait. Let's see. Hard hitting, wood splitting, and shitting. Taxes, axes, and Ex-Laxes.
Hey, whoa! That's season 2, man. That's season 2 of the T-shirt. Got to sell them
That's
one at a
right.
time.
Well, no, that's just front and back, baby. I haven't even gone on
I see.
sleeves.
What are you pointing at?
You got to do something with your mic. You're always off it.
Well, I'm also like,
mate, fucking come off it, mate.
Well, then deal with the mic, not the coffee.
hey, shut it. One sec.
Talk to the man, not the mug. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
Oh, I like that.
Doesn't make sense though.
Talk to the
No,
man,
this
not
is fine.
the mug. Yeah, it does. Talking to them, be the mic instead of the.
I'm just being careful, Cam. Okay, so
Why are you
relax.
being careful?
Because I don't want to dump coffee everywhere.
Oh,
So I'm talking, but then I'm also grabbing my coffee and making sure I don't dump it.
If someone agrees to date you, Cam, do they become a cam girl by default?
Yeah.
Yes.
Episode.
description.
27.
But then by the time he's 60, he's going to be just reeling in the cam girls. But they're going to be
That's
real
right.
cam girls at that time.
So it's our cam girl from upstairs, James.
Next year, let's
a
get
new
him
title.
a silk robe for his 50th birthday.
Ooh,
Oh.
fuck you. Fuck you. Yes, I want the silk robe.
He's like,
fuck
wait.
you, it's not my 50th.
50 seconds, sorry.
oh, brutal.
Taxes. Like, did you have any questions about taxes? Because I love talking about it. I don't know that much about it. I have a very
Why do
simple
you,
tax
why do you like
return,
talking
but-
about it? Well, mine's very simple
because
too,
I think
except for the investment thing.
What?
Okay. What?
What do I do with it?
Your investments?
Yeah.
Well, you
maybe
take-
do a proper
you take-
sentence so the listeners can know what your question
like,
is.
lead me in. They have no
Yeah.
bearing on what
you're
we're
just
talking
you're
about.
having like a half already gone into conversation. So fill them in.
Dude, that was a pretty good sentence for me.
Yeah, well, do better. Do better, Cam.
Try harder.
Try harder.
So the investment thing, I was just saying to him, I was answering his question. But
We're doing a podcast, you know.
I'm getting there.
Come on.
I'm getting there.
All right.
Sound is fucking whack. No, so when you're doing your taxes and you have an investment, what do? It's the same thing. It's just I don't know anything about it. That's why there's not much to ask yet, because I'm like, I don't know.
I forget exactly what the number it is, but I invest through Questrade, and I have like a self-directed fund. And what they did is they posted on the website like a certain tax form. Like I think it was the equivalent tax form to like my T4s, but it was for my investment. So it was something like a T5. That's something different. It was something like a 441 or something like that.
See, that's the thing. Like, this is all I got.
Like 3 or 4
I feel like I'm
numbers
missing something
from RBC. It
Yeah.
might be different. Well, mine's self-directed, right? And this might be like something different.
Oh, you didn't go
I
through
did
the
like a
bank.
self-directed TFSA. Well, it's I don't know what you'd call them necessarily.
because
Statement
that's-
of investment income. Yeah, that's fine.
That's it.
Yeah, well, is
there stuff I should be wary about filming?
Yeah, probably. You probably blur it out. Like, take a note of the filming time.
yeah.
Fuck it, I have to cash it out. So
There
I
it
got
is.
no
Yeah,
money.
you're getting taxed.
Yeah.
Like, there's try stealing from the government, bitches.
Nice try. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm assuming like you can get in contact with RBC, and I don't know like how much like information is divulged online. Like I'm sure you have online banking, but for me, I like my personal experience is probably as much as I can like say about this.
No, talk about Dylan.
Is on my
Dylan's experience.
online account. They gave me like paper forms that were saying like, this is your statement. Here you go. You can use this to file your taxes. So I threw that in. And then I had one for my student stuff because I like spent X amount of money on my schooling. So I had to file that, and then my T4.
Yeah, so like I think that's all
think
that
that's
I
all
have
I
to
had.
put in, because otherwise I would have got more shit. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, most likely.
It just seems so simple. It seems too simple.
Yeah, well, you should tell people that go to H&R Block that only have a T4, you should tell them how simple it is, because it's really not hard. And people are like,
Right?
oh, $50? Oh, I don't have to think about it. Great. The only time you should be
like
getting
for
an
each
accountant
T4,
to do this.
it's insane.
A lot of old people do that because I guess taxes were harder back in the day or something.
Yeah.
Because it was all like fucking hand cranks and paper, and I don't know what the fuck they had
Totally.
to do. But so they're
there's
just
actually-
like, whoa, I'm not touching that. But now it's like so easy.
I found a great website for it. I used to use Intuit TurboTax, and
Same.
I think they charge $15 an hour, or dollars an hour, 15
Oh,
per
man.
year, something similar to that at least. And I found this website called Simple Tax. And
That's what I use.
of course, like when
And it's
if
free.
you're doing something like taxes based on your income and you're giving all your personal information, it's tough to trust it. I did what anyone would do to feasibly see the credibility of a website, and I did 5 minutes of research on Google. And
There you go.
Threw in all my info.
Well, no, you know they're okay because they're not charging.
And
That's a joke, guys.
I think that's his
Jesus
joke.
Christ.
I think you just piggybacked off his joke.
I threw in my info, and
this is a different
yeah,
joke.
so it's by donation, which is fantastic. So I just paid them what I would have paid to TurboTax, just based on good faith. And yeah, I had a great experience. It was any field that they felt could be filled out by them, they did through linking my CRA account.
I have a real question.
No, they are really great. I've used
it
them
was
for
so
like
fast.
What is
4
that?
years.
What
It's
is
like
that
5 minutes.
place that it always brings up? It's like, are you? I'm going to forget what this thing. It's like, are you a resident of Nunukchuk Island or something like that? You know what I mean? What you know that it always brings that up every time, and I'm always wondering what the fuck that is. Like, I don't know what it is.
Do you want me to open my taxes and actually figure
Check out, but it's just not
don't
one
know.
place. It's like, what are you exempt from everything if you're an outcast? Is one guy in hiding out there or
I don't know
something?
if they're
Dude,
outcasts.
I know living up north, if you live in certain places up north, you get not only like tax breaks, but you get so much money.
Why? Because it's cold.
Because they want to encourage people to live up there. If you have like a million square kilometers, if you have a million square kilometers of land and no one lives there and has no good reason to live there, then how do you claim sovereignty over that land? Essentially, like the Russians could come claim squatters' rights because you have no one to say like, "Hey, this is our house."
okay. I
You know what
gotcha.
It's
Yeah.
it's kind of like a political facade.
So it's
but
also
at the
like
same time,
survival insurance, like so they can make a good crack at living up there. Yeah.
Oh,
It's like-
absolutely!
yeah.
When a jug of milk, like your
It's like $1
absolute
million bucks.
staple,
Yeah.
it's like $30,
Yeah.
and it's like, thanks. I I own 5 dogs, have 4 kids, and this is a town of 3 people.
And I've had to eat 2 of those kids and 1 of those dogs. Actually, why would you probably eat the dogs first, not the kids first?
Feeding a kid's probably a pretty inefficient way to feed yourself.
No, you can use that dog for your sled, though. You can't get rid of all of them.
To go true. Where?
Or you can just get the babies to pull the sled.
Find the other kid. I don't know.
In his belly.
Okay, where is this? I'm on
pretty
simple
crazy
tax now.
places to live, though, up north.
Yeah.
Like where you have a barge coming in once a year to give most of your supplies. Like, oh, you need to order a bed. Yeah.
Is that what you had to do?
It'll come next April.
Is that what it was like for you?
No,
You can't Amazon Prime that shit?
I'm connected by road to Edmonton now. When I grew up, you had to take a ferry to get across the Mackenzie River, which is in the Northwest Territories. Mm-hmm. So we had a more extended version of Northern Living Allowance, which is what it was called. And we got like, per household, you'd get like, I don't know, a certain percentage of your income or something like that. It amounted to a few $1,000 at the end of the year. I never got it because I lived with my parents, but like as a household, we'd make like a good significant portion more income just because we lived up north.
Like Fort McMurray?
Did you ever...
Fort Mac?
Yellowknife.
Yellowknife.
In Fort Mac, you probably have to pay like twice as much for everything.
Really?
Well, not everything. I'm kind of joking, but it's kind of like
recently,
everybody's making $100,000.
My dad was going to move there because he was like, oh, it's going to be good money. And like, we were all like, I don't want to fucking go fucking Fort Mac. Yeah.
Apparently it's like awful. That's as bad as I'm going to.
No offense if you're listening from Fort Mac.
Fort Mac. Like,
no, everyone left.
Like obviously every community has its difficulties, but I've heard Fort Mac has
extra.
Just so many transient people, right? You don't find maybe the certain more shiny parts of community.
It's all rough.
Nizga's land.
Nizga's land. There you go. What did I say? Ninukchuk? It's close.
I don't know.
That is close.
I knew good remembering. I had an N in there.
Nizga's land. What is Nizga's land? The Nizgas
the Nazgul's land. Yeah, that would suck to live there. No wonder they're getting tax breaks.
It's not it. It's not it, man.
The Witch King is going to steal your child and your dog.
Don't joke about these people. Respect them. Come on.
That's
come
true.
on.
Come on. You're right.
Come on.
Fucking high ground cam over here. Fuck.
Let me explain. Let me do this for you. The Nizgas are the original occupants of the Nass River Valley of northwestern British Columbia. As of 2011, 1,909 Nizgas continue to live in the traditional lands in this area. Granted self-government in a landmark case in 2000, the Nizgas Lissimus government now governs the Nizgas Nation. I don't know. That doesn't really tell me anything.
Was that a bit? Like the whole thing by telling him to respect it and then going into that voice?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I was about to be like, you can't be that stupid. Yeah.
No, man.
That's
no.
funny, yeah.
No, because otherwise I was being a dick.
Go into the most harsh impersonation of, I don't even know what the hell that was.
Yeah.
It was like Mexican and something else.
I have no fucking idea. I just had to go like just crazy.
I heard Speedy Gonzalez in there somewhere, but that was fucking...
That was probably a lot
I
of
heard
it.
a lot of continents represented. It
was a mix.
Yeah, no, that was totally a bit.
Mutt language.
I was planning it from the very beginning.
You know what movie it kind of reminded me of was Kung Fu Hustle? Is that it?
I don't know if I've seen that whole thing.
No. What's the...
I remember that movie, Kung Fu Hustle. That was funny.
No, what's that movie where he dubs all the voices of old Kung Fu movies? That's not Kung Fu Hustle. It's something else. And my friends would
Panda?
crucify
Kung Fu Panda?
me.
Yeah, totally.
For not knowing. It's that big white guy, and then he
Text Chess.
like stitches in all this old footage.
Huh.
It's not.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'll look it up. You guys don't have to.
So anyway, Nizga's
pull
seriously
that shit up,
now.
Jamie.
Pull that shit up. That's a Joe Rogan reference. So yeah, Nizga's it's a place, and they had self-governance in a landmark case in 2000.
Where is it?
It is.
I got
where
coffee
is it?
grits.
No, it's Kung Pao. That's what it is.
It sounds like a meal, an entree.
Anyway, that voice sounded
It is.
like
Well,
a
Kung Pao
voiceover
is a
from
meal.
Kung Pao.
Totally is. Where the hell I can't. Gee Nizgas. It's by Alaska. It's right by Alaska.
Oh yeah, like on that chain of islands.
It's like right there. It says Alaska.
Oh, interesting.
Do you want to show the peeps at home where it is?
I don't
See if there's a better.
Because now I feel like we're being very inclusive. I mean,
Exclusive.
There we thank you. Yeah, the opposite.
Sorry, I was watching a small YouTube video.
I'm doing really bad map finding here. We need
okay.
that Jamie person.
We can move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
We
It's
don't
okay.
have a big screen TV
Yeah,
in here either.
That'd be nice.
It's just
we got that.
it's near Alaska.
Mac from 2009.
Here we go. Here we go. You ready?
It's near Alaska.
I'm ready. Okay, and we're flying, people.
Oh, I didn't switch it.
Okay, so now we're looking at a map of Niska's land.
Yeah,
So it's by Alaska. There we go.
There you
Boom.
go.
doing taxes
That's
just
James.
isn't that hard. Well, I'm assuming for some people it's kind of difficult. And that's
No,
where
it's just- it
accountants...
just-
I think it's scarier than it seems.
Well, that's the
'Cause
thing,
It's got
like,
a bad
it-
rap.
I don't want to fuck up. You know, I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
I have children in the future.
In the future.
It just seemed. It seemed. Do I want kids? I don't even know anymore. Like,
Can you
I
have
wanted
kids still?
Fuck off! I can have kids till I'm
I froze
He
them.
can kidnap. That's a thing.
Evers.
Can I make
but I'm-
kids?
but here's my thing, though,
have
right?
Kids?
And this is the thing. Like, as meeting ladies, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this.
Please never say
All
ladies like that around ladies. Meeting ladies.
I'm gonna make this more.
And making babies.
Meet ladies, making babies. You want some beer, babes?
I'm gonna make this more inclusive now, so I'm not speaking of one specific person.
More like intrusive.
So inclusive. I'm including all ladies.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
Okay.
So instead of like excluding all the other ones except for one.
Okay, go ahead.
So like meeting ladies now, and it's a kid thing. It's like I'm like, and they're like yes or no, and I'm like, because I've always wanted kids, I've always wanted family, but now at my age, it's like, do I want to give the rest the rest of my life to a 10-year-old?
At my age, with my bad knees,
To a 10-year-old.
man.
My meniscus.
Well, you've only got what, like 10, 15 years left. You might as well enjoy it.
Well, this is the thing. Do I be selfish now and be like, because usually, like you have kids in the next 5 years, you can have them, grow them, train them.
Like a
Water
flower.
them, put some fertilizer
Give
on
them some
them.
sunlight. Yeah.
A little bit, just
little
not
bit.
too much.
And then you can change gardens, right? And then you can move on.
Are you
And
saying then you can
have-
leave his wife and
Dude.
have kids with other?
Wait, hold on.
No, I'm saying you can have another life after they grow up and
Oh.
leave. But for
Yeah,
me,
that's
it's
true.
like they're going to grow up, graduate, and I die. It's like, do I want to
So it is
spend...
18 years that you have left.
Yeah, you're dating yourself. Yeah.
Happy
So-
graduation. I'm leaving now.
Forever.
What? Where are you going? Daddy's going for the long sleep.
Oh man.
Well, it's in that movie. What movie was that? Midsummer's?
The Lion King, where the dad
Midsummer's.
dies.
No, Midsummer's where they die at 65 or whatever.
Oh,
It's like
Midsummer. Yeah.
they kick it.
It was a
See ya.
crazy new movie.
You jump off a cliff.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like Stephen Harper's dream. Like, instead of actually implementing a pension plan, it's like 65 and they die. Count me in.
Yeah, they're doing it in Naskland.
Yeah. Niska's land.
Niska's land.
Nazgul's land.
Hashtag.
So last time we did this, went all over the place. It was wonderful and fun. You were doing, before we started talking into the mics, some voices, and they were great. And I wanted you to shut up so you could do them now. And now we're on the mics, and you're not doing them. So do something funny.
Okay, is that what we're resorting to in this podcast?
you're like-
Do something funny.
You're
Yeah.
Make us laugh.
You're poking the glass
The
right
jester.
now. Yeah, you paid like $25. You're sweaty. You're here with like a Tropicana in your hand. You're like, do something. Fucking do it. It's my birthday.
And we're getting a bad rap with names. What's his name? What's his nickname?
Dying in 20 years. Give me a break.
You're Horny Baby.
Cam?
I'm Cam.
No, you're Horny Baby. I'm Swiney, and he's fucking ripped.
Wait, 25
is he
and under
almost-
is
Why am I
out.
Rip?
How do you pronounce
You're
your
almost
last name?
dead. That's your nickname. Almost dead, motherfucker. Yeah.
Dead. Good God.
That's the trio,
You know
man.
what?
We have
Hey.
to be a gay couple on the show from now on. We could be the newlyweds.
Yeah, and he's
Cam will
dead.
be the nearly dead.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah.
You.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Why? Because
go-
we're gay?
So just going to this, just going to this old segment we haven't done for a while since it's in context. Sad and grumpy grandpa.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Is that something we did?
Whatever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Moving on.
What the fuck? I thought you said we're doing the segment.
No, I just wanted to say it out loud.
Oh.
Okay, so let's talk about your car. James bought a new car. Well, no, it's an old car, but it's new to him because whatever. It's a saying. And it's from Japan. So I want to buy a car from...
Oh, sorry, where's it from?
Japan.
Is
it from Japan?
Is that near...
Japan?
Is that like near that island
Japan?
we're talking about?
Japan.
Nistinka?
Nippon?
Japan? Japan? What?
Bosnia?
Hey, Dylan, where are
How
our
did the
listeners
car
from?
get out of there?
I don't think you want to ask me that on the podcast, actually.
It's from Japan, right?
Yeah, it's from Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
Okay. Yeah, so it's from Japan.
So I want to know how to
sweet.
do this. Yeah, because it is sweet.
Okay. So when I was in high school, a few guys that were a lot richer than I was, and it may have been by their own hard work, but they had a lot more money. I'm just going to throw that in.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of sourness there, but they...
I get that.
they would show up to the high school parking lot with like brand new, well, not brand new, but like sparkling like Subarus and Mitsubishis that I would see in these racing video games and be like, holy shit, that's like a straight up rally car. And somehow they're driving it. The steering wheel's on the right side. They have girlfriends, which like is obviously as a result of the car.
You did things all backwards.
You're like, I hate these guys. They got cars and girls. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here eating my McDonald's.
I got smart, good looking, then got a girlfriend, then got the cool car. It was way more work.
I had a bike and I spoke French. That's what I had going for me.
That's
Great in Victoria. That's great in Victoria.
The French?
Speaking French.
Well, speaking a different
And riding a
language, I
bike?
feel like I think Victoria is a place where people appreciate like
Smarty pants?
well, if you can, if you have skills that may not be applicable all the time, but like might make a more interesting conversation.
It won't make if you just speaking French to me, it's not going to be an interesting conversation.
Are you a girl? You're like, you can't do that on me. I'm like, yeah.
Your mind games.
I don't know.
I know.
Maybe you think I'm a little something, something.
Whoa.
I do. Dude, you're vascular,
See?
bro.
Okay,
You've got, like,
vascular?
you've got like dick skin all over your arms. It's making me hot right now. You might be the oldest on here, but you're pumping all
That's
the time.
some kind of fist in there.
Jesus.
So,
Gee.
I
So,
got
yeah.
demoted again. He's the newlywed and the nearly dead. What the fuck?
I'm the vascular nearly dead.
Yeah, with the foreskin
Dylan,
arms.
You're
Yeah.
the surviving.
I'm just surviving. Yeah.
So I admired the fact that they were able to do that. I thought it was really cool that you can bring a car all the way across the ocean for no particular reason necessarily. Like it's not like it was a huge deal. They're like, oh, I kind of want that, and they got it. So I kind of toyed with the idea. I made a deposit on Subaru WRX STI, and then I pulled it out
What timeline is
before
this?
I got the STI. That's like 2015. I ended up buying a Volkswagen Golf City, which
You
has,
did?
I think, 92 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
Super reliable, though. Got me to where I needed to go. My sister like bought it from me after that. Great.
Wait,
and then
no,
I moved,
no, hold
and
on.
then I
Seriously,
bought-
when was this? When?
2015. 2015. I was working at a mine at the time, so I had the cash roll or bank roll to just kind of
So
try and figure that out.
you brought that
liberally.
from...
No. I bought the Volkswagen in Vancouver instead. Yeah,
Oh,
I kind
okay.
of passed over that. Yeah,
Okay.
so I didn't end up importing. Bought a Volkswagen instead. Had a little bit of like,
Did you get a girlfriend from it?
no.
Oh.
Although Tinder was working quite well.
It was just
for me.
pictures of his car.
Did you have, were you laying on the top of the
Yeah.
car?
No,
I
Or
thought-
dancing around it like Channing Tatum?
I don't even know what my photos were.
That's the best scene in that movie.
What movie? What?
Step Up.
That's
first one?
Oh, you just
First-
dated yourself.
No,
so
man.
much.
No, man. Any
I know
dancer- any
I know what that
dancer-
movie was, but I was thinking like 21 Jump Street, Magic Mike.
I was just thinking Magic Mike too. Yeah. It's
like even like Coach Carter or something. Like
Step Up.
Step
Nope.
up.
You're not going
Step
to do
Up?
this to me. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it
Okay.
because
Turn up,
I've seen
turn
every dance movie, almost every dance movie.
bring it back to the bank.
I'm going to watch La La Land.
That doesn't back up your
Hopefully,
case.
I'm going to
though.
watch La La Land with a girl.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
But if not, I'm still going to fucking watch it. I'm still going to watch
I got
it.
the Volkswagen, had a little bit of like inner rage because I was like, oh, I should have got something more fun. That car topped out at like 160 kilometers, pinned in
What a
fifth gear.
Lame.
Should
Should've got something more fun.
Kia.
No, I was just going off your comment.
Thank you. And So then I got a truck because I needed it for work, and then became a student, moved to Victoria, sold the truck because I couldn't afford it. Didn't have a car for the longest time, and then started working construction.
What kind of truck did you get? Slow down.
I didn't
details here.
But this has nothing to do with. Anyway, I was trying to like give as much context as I could, and then get to the actual story. But the truck was a 2009 Nissan Titan, so it was a V8.
So you looked good,
but it was an automatic. I mean, to some people, I mean, you can't even park it in downtown Victoria.
But you would have been attracting very different people with the Golf and with the Titan.
Totally, I would have been attracting people who don't
need
you to speak French.
You were getting, with the one you're getting Johnny Depp girls, and the other one you're getting fucking Thor girls. You kind of look like Thor.
Holy shit.
Shit, right?
What are you trying to do? Blow his head up bigger? Fuck, why don't you just suck him off onto the table? Jesus Christ.
No, he's the one that's looking at my veins.
Down my pants, and I bet you'll feel pubes in a few years.
It's there. Yeah. And the armpit hair. Yeah.
I'm just going to go like this.
So I had the truck, sold it, and then I didn't have a car for about a year and a half, and then I dropped out of school. I could afford a car again, but really I just needed it for work because I was working construction. Needed it to get to all of my different job sites. And I bought like a Toyota Tercel for $500.
What the nice. You went from a fucking Titan to a Tercel?
I had the Tercel. The exhaust was totally rusted out. And yeah, I had girlfriends in that time, but
with the Tercel?
But it wasn't totally
trailer park girls.
Excuse me. Didn't you say I look like Thor?
Yeah, but yeah, the Tercel.
He's bringing you up and taking you right back down. Yeah.
So there's good looking people in the trailer parks.
Whoa.
They
Are you getting desperate, Cam?
They just dirty.
Talk about an STI, yeah.
That's not true.
So I went from the Toyota
not true.
To a truck eventually when I could afford it. Now the truck has needed some work, so I decided rather than put some money into that, I'll eventually foray into importing a car finally, because obviously I've been thinking about it for a while and decided to just go for it. I trust myself to get a turboed car.
Okay, so hold on.
The truck was a Mazda B2200 1990.
So what happened is throughout your 4 years of adulthood, actually 6 of them, but
just a little baby, eh? Just a baby. I date 25-year-olds, but they're hardly an adult. I love it. Reminds me of when I got bullied.
So throughout this time, you had like little sporty car, you had the ballsy truck, and then you went like fucking rust bucket, and then you had the Tercel when you moved here.
Yeah, buddy.
I remember.
You probably heard it in the morning when I drove away.
No, I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
No, the exhaust was rusted out, so it sounded like you put a can in the back of a BMX.
Right. So then you had like 2, not beaters, but like
more or less beaters. Yeah, okay. You could call them beaters.
And then you decide to go back to being cool. As a friend of mine's wife said, they finally got a new Jeep, and they're like, "We're cool again."
Didn't he spend like 5 minutes plasti dipping the rims on that thing?
Yeah.
Like
is that what you call
5
it?
minutes flat.
The spray.
Yeah,
thing?
He said he didn't even take the rims off of the rotors.
No, he didn't. He just put garbage bags around them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but we're cool. Sorry,
that's what I'm going to do.
I don't mean to immediately put him down, but I was just like, wait, are we talking about the same person?
No. She said that.
Oh yeah,
and she wanted black wheels, and he's like, we're not paying that. So he's like, here you go.
Oh, okay.
So then he red greened it.
You know, that's I can understand that. I can get behind that.
He's like, nah.
He's like, fuck it.
We're not. Here, looks the same.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're good.
We'll make the lady happy, and I'll get to chill out and watch hockey.
And he even got on the tires. He didn't do the tires. He's like, fuck it, it'll come off the tires. It just comes off the tires.
I love that. Yeah. Okay, I can
You're
get
pro
that.
him now. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And he has.
But yeah, no, it's kind of like as I could afford it too, though. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So the idea of getting a car for any more than $1,000 a couple years ago was totally unfeasible. Like $500 was all the money I had. Like I couldn't pay for it with credit. I had to give cash, right? Yeah. So I took $500 cash out of my bank account, bought my hand tools that I needed for carpentry on my credit card, and started working.
Right. So are you going to sell your car now that you just bought?
My truck?
No, your car that you just bought.
Sell my car?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you quit your job.
I did quit my job. Am I going to sell it? No, I'm going to figure out a way to make money.
Can we do that together? Because I don't. Yeah, I want to
quit our jobs. I've already quit. I can
no, but
show
I
you
want
the
to
email.
quit, and then can we figure out how to make money together?
Oh, I've already figured it out.
Porn, right?
Oh,
we did that.
whoa! I'm not in this.
No, you're
guys are
filming.
Oh shit. Okay, fine. I'll do
We
that.
figured this out last episode.
So you guys are
Right.
doing porn. I'm filming.
Cameron,
Yeah.
how do you pronounce your last name?
Yeah, what? Spazoka?
Spazowka. Like, hi, I'm Cam Spazowka. And this is Cam's Girls. the
Titan.
porn / podcast.
Oh.
Where,
Hey.
where you
We're
interview a girl while she's
we're
getting
like-
railed.
Oh, I like it.
Getting dick down.
Because usually they interview him before or after. Fuck, we do it during.
One-way ticket to the dong train.
Yeah, it's like, what are you experiencing right now? Yeah. He didn't let me take my tampon out. Sorry, girl. Yeah, this is Cam's greasy trailer park girl town.
It's a bounce commercial, too.
Oh, fuck.
And I didn't say any of that shit, but my name's on it.
So,
Damn.
yeah, but
So you decide to get cool again.
essentially, I was in carpentry school, actually, and I took my truck to the mechanic, and he said it needed some work. I assumed that the bill would have been more than I originally paid for the truck, which was only about $1,000. So I decided rather than putting money into that, I'd just get a new vehicle. And I wanted to maintain the practicality of a truck, but not necessarily have to pay what a truck costs on the West Coast, which is a lot of money for some reason.
What do
I
you
guess
mean?
it's
Oh, like just to buy it.
They're
stupid price.
Oh, yeah, any used truck on Vancouver Island seems to be like near like MSRP, like this. There's no
it's like high
discount
kilometers.
for the
You're
fact
like,
that it's used somehow. Yeah, it's like a year passes, they assume it's still new, but 1 year old, like never been driven. It's like, no, this thing is rusted out.
Don't talk about my truck like that.
So
It's
I
rusted.
Oh, yeah. No, I
wanted to
tuned out a little bit.
still have the practicality of the truck, but didn't really want to pay too much. So I decided on a wagon, looked around at what there was in town and couldn't find anything good. So
Oh, so you were planning to buy here first. You didn't just be like, I
didn't
want...
plan anything. I was just thinking to myself, I want a wagon, and then looked at all my options. And of course, like I'd look here because that's the easiest thing to do. Like I need something to drive.
I need a car. Let's look in Japan first.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I spent
But-
one day looking around here, and I'm like, fuck it. He got Japan. I want Japan. Because that's cool.
But
even
you
if
did,
it's
the
shitty.
same thing in terms of your steps, though. You looked here, and then you were like, "Okay, wait,
Just wait quicker
Wait a
because
second.
you rolled,
But okay, so
you rolled up in this
I looked at
Speedwagon. Speedwagon.
I looked at Subaru Foresters. And I
REO
saw
Speedwagons.
Ario.
I saw Subaru. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's a band.
It's a band.
Oh, okay.
From before when you were born.
Probably.
And me too.
So,
I have a quick question
what's
to
up?
interject.
Yeah.
So when I was in school, I had guys like that you were talking about with like all those cool cars. I think there was like a couple of those guys kicking around, but they were all
Douches.
some of them were cool.
Okay.
But like no offense.
No, I'm looking at you because I'm like, Cam, where did that come from? Like, why do you assume they're douches?
He resents them. It's everything that Cam wanted to
Probably
be.
people like, I don't know, because the movies.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why.
The movies.
When
That's a
you
good
see
answer.
those people rolling up in those cars, they're always the douches in the movies. And then the cool guy comes with the Tercel with the rest of the...
What is this, American
fucking shit.
Graffiti? Hey,
I've never
That
seen
sounds.
that.
That kind of sounds like
seen that
Juno
movie.
or something. Like
Yeah,
where the hero is Michael Cera. He's like 90 pounds soaking wet.
No, but it's always like that.
Or like John Cusack, just sad all the time, like a kicked puppy in his adulthood.
Anyway, so the car that they got though, which I think was imported, was Skylines. Have you heard
Yeah.
of those?
Oh, dude,
What's that?
Skylines are sick. Like,
is that?
like Skylines are like the
They all, and that's the only one that anybody would. They all got together and were
right.
like.
Yeah, like I don't know a ton about them, but I know that they're fast. You can tune them.
I was wondering if those were imports
There's
as well.
a ton of aftermarket. Yeah,
Is that like the Subaru? Like the Skyline
it's
is
a
like
Nissan.
Oh, it's a Nissan. Okay.
The Nissan.
Okay.
The modern version of the Skyline is the GTR,
I don't-
more or
I
less.
don't know.
That's my
They're
understanding.
pretty. They're pretty slick looking.
I'm not
cars,
like
though,
again.
yeah.
I'm not really a Nissan guy, but yeah. So back in the day, there was a ton of like street racing in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so the Skyline was Nissan's, I guess, like flagship street
Shit.
legal car. I think the model numbers were like R32, R33, R34.
I would have thought that was a. I would have thought it was a Subaru.
That's fine. Yeah, no, like they
GTR.
if you're not like totally into the culture, like you're gonna kind of
Mix shit up.
What are the?
Yeah.
You remember Fast and Furious? The Drift one. Remember the Drift one?
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the cars in that one?
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen that movie?
Those
You have
movies
a
are
Subaru?
awful.
A super.
Those movies
That
suck.
movie. No, man.
Dude, I hate
movie,
all those movies.
What have you seen?
Yes, I have. I'm not just faking out my ass.
It's a terrible movie where there's so much cool car shit.
It's
in
just
it.
so
Lil
stupid.
Bow Wow.
It's
yeah.
so-
And that like
it's-
cube
it's-
van, that
man.
little baby van.
yeah.
Oh, especially Tokyo Drift. It's like the worst story
It's so
with
cheesy.
the cowboy guy. Cowboy
It's
in
cheesy.
Japan.
Half the stunts. It's like over the top, and it's just like we're dudes full of testosterone, Ugh, and it's like, oh god. I mean, it's just not my type of movie. I'm not shitting on you if you like that sort of shit.
No, don't look at me.
Cam, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
All I'm saying is that the
You uncultured
Wait,
swine.
driving.
Dylan, are you saying you are a pussy? Huh?
no,
No,
Cameron, I get it. He's a fucking pussy. He
I just can't handle those type of movies.
He doesn't like
No, can't-
fucking movie.
but can't you separate
Woody Allen.
the story and everything? Just like because when I think of Tokyo Drift, I'm like, watch it for the driving. That's it. Like, who cares about anything else?
cars.
The driving is so
Sure.
fucking amazing that it's worth watching it.
I just know that like
He
my buddy's been
drifted a
like, "Yo,
whole-
I'm gonna put on Fast and Furious," and I'm like, "No."
He drift, yeah, but see that one is all about driving because it's like it's so bad. It's the story's so bad. They have like none of the real, but he drifted a whole parkade like going out.
Well, that's really easy.
To be fair,
Fuck off.
I don't think
like it's not hard. It's not easy to do it like in a really deadly straight line and to do it like fast and proficiently, but to like drift a car for a while, like I don't know.
Without
Like it's
bumping something.
sorry, I shouldn't say it's really easy. Like you should definitely practice. I'm not trying to like the average person shouldn't try this.
Just go in a parkade.
I'm doing it
like-
with my Corolla right
but,
now.
like, the
Yeah.
guy-
try to exit the whole
I don't
thing
know.
for
Okay,
six
I'm
stories.
talking my
And-
ass. I'm not a drifter. I'm just saying that like in
Have you
drift
done it?
competitions, drifters
Oh.
like drift within like inches of each other, and that's sick. But like
so
That's
like
cool.
any person who can drift well, that would be an easy.
it's not like a world class stunt. It's just it looks
Okay.
super cool.
It does.
on the movie because you
Yeah.
have this whole like swirly concrete
Yeah.
like
All the
ramp,
camera angles and all
you-
the
and
cool
he can
shit,
just
yeah.
drift for like 10 minutes straight, and you're like, holy shit,
Yeah,
he must
Well,
know something I don't.
That's right. That's you explained my brain when I was watching it.
Totally.
And to be fair to all the people that do like Fast and the Furious, I'm not like trying to be like Roger Ebert going in there. It's like, no, this is awful. This is just awful.
No, dude,
yeah, but
I
I
understand the production and the
Yeah.
fact that some people would be interested, but
hey, man,
No, I support you that it was a terrible movie.
I'd
I'm
be-
just
I
like
melt inside.
I'd if
Every
they wanted
time
me to
I watch
act in it, I'd be in there.
the driving
Fuck
was
Vin
just
Diesel.
so amazing that I didn't like. I just bypassed the movie part. Like I can separate like that. I can be like, "This is a shitty movie,
That's
but this
fine.
is good." Like dance movies, there's some that are so bad, but the dancing and choreography is fucking amazing that I'll be like, "So what? Why are you laughing?"
And you're
at
calling me a pussy?
No, you are pussy.
I want
Cameron.
to see.
Is
I want to use
wanna
a
see
word
you
that
fucking-
you might not like.
oh, we can't have.
Yeah,
why?
it's right.
Why is dancing pussy-ish?
Is F word
It's a
not
joke.
F word you think about first? The second
I
part.
see,
Oh,
I
yes.
see, I see, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I know that's funny.
That's like insulting my
Dude,
advisor, man.
you know what you should you know
I watch dance movies. It's okay.
Fuck you.
you know what you should watch if you
Keep your
want
tampon in.
what I think you should watch if you are into like driving skills are old videos of rally racing. Like these are the same cars that I'm interested in. So like Subarus, back in the day, you'd see like Mitsubishis, Lancias, like a European brand of car, like even Fords. You'd see like all kinds of
Ford?
shit. Yeah.
Ford.
Like Ford Escort. That was like one of like I think Ford Escort won like the World Rally Championship
I had,
What?
one year.
I had a Ford Escort
Like
model when I was a
Peugeots.
kid. I really liked it.
Peugeots. Oh, there was a dude. There's another car called like the Lancia Delta Integrale,
That's
and
a
like
long name.
it looks like a toy, but at the same time, it looks like one of the most badass cars. Like,
What was it called?
LANCIA space Delta
Integral.
DE
Dude, it's Google, man. I did the rest.
Integrale.
Yeah.
Dude, look at it. Look at all like that extra shit, like, the
badass.
body kit and everything.
It looks like a fucking.
Oh, dude, the Audi. Well, how did I forget this?
Can the viewers see?
Dude,
Yeah.
the
It looks like a, I don't know, like a rabbit, like the Volkswagen Rabbit.
the Audi A4, like, or no, it's not
shit.
the Audi Quattro.
Hold on here. I'm doing one at
up-
a time here.
Look up Group B, Audi Quattro.
You know, I hate how Google does this now.
That's what.
Well, you used to be able to click on the thing and just open the image. Now you got to like choose open like
Open photo.
separate in a separate
Oh no.
thing. Oh, and it's
Can't
so
compute.
small. God,
Yeah, dude.
Cannot compute.
I feel like the bandwidth is just like so squeezed. Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. Go ahead. Insult my brain.
We're not insulting you.
It's your age.
Why are they all so small?
Dog, look up the Audi Quattro Group B.
Okay, here. I'll just do like a bunch of them. So
All
that's
right.
the. See, it looks like a rabbit. Know what I'm saying?
Those are pretty cool.
Have you ever seen these cars?
No.
Isn't it Toyota? What was the one that everybody
The
fucking
Supra.
Supra? Yeah. Ripped around in those. Those were.
Okay, so what was the other one you said?
That's in Fast and the Furious. That's the white
Oh, is
Supra
it?
that
I knew a guy that
Buddy
had one.
has. Pretty sick, eh?
Yeah,
Like,
they're a
fast.
cool car, yeah.
They're like a twin turbo car. Like,
And then I
they're-
was talking to him. I'm like, I got a Toyota too. And he's like, what do you got? I'm like, a '99 Corolla VE. He's like, oh, sick.
yeah, just like
Yeah, nice.
just trying to brush that one off.
The Corolla Royce.
At the
yeah.
same
Oh,
time,
yeah, that's
you're
what-
still driving yours. He's like getting his repaired for body damage again.
Yeah, it's like, fuck you. I've had mine for a decade. Just lasts me forever.
Okay,
Yeah.
these cars
Yeah.
are sick. Like,
Which car are you
they
in
had
now?
they had to shut down this version of Rally because too many drivers were dying.
You want to maybe put it in the camera?
Put it where your face is.
I want to watch it. Like it.
This is cool. They had to shut this down.
Zoom, zoom.
Okay, if you can watch any onboard camera footage from back in the day, like it's nuts. And like the camera footage isn't that great, but like you're driving down a like wooded area where at any time if you take a wrong turn, like you're in the forest, like you're wrapping your car around a tree, and these guys are just like pumping out 500
He looked
horsepower.
like he
Just
was
ripping.
spraying the audience with fucking rock and
Yeah,
dirt.
they love it.
Yeah. It's like, Timmy
Dude,
loses
this
a tooth.
is Europe. Like they don't think the same way.
That's so funny.
That like if I could do this proficiently,
You try it.
I'd absolutely try it.
Well, you can try it now because you have this car. So tell us about this
No,
car
this
you
car's
bought.
too heavy.
Your car?
I bought a 2003 Subaru Forester. I
That's-
got the Cross Sports, which I think is the top trim for that year. It has a turbo on it.
What year is this video from?
This is probably the 80s, like late 80s, I'd say, or mid 80s.
Yeah, it
to be
looks
more
kind of old.
specific.
But just take your
It's
carpentry
so
tools
hype,
out of
though.
yours and you'll be fine.
Carpentry to work on a car, yes.
No, take
I'll
your
just-
tools
I'll
out and it'll
stitch it
get a lot
together with
lighter.
wood. Oh, take my tools out.
Jesus, listen to what I say.
Well, I thought you meant take them out to like make it lighter. You know
That's what I
mean?
said.
But you could interpret that in two ways. Anyway,
Take
to
it-
me, this is,
like you're
this is
gonna,
so
like,
hype because like
Take it apart.
because I did this kind of shit in my old Jeep Cherokee, which was like it's a 4-liter.
Whoa,
but it's an automatic, and I mean, like Jeeps run on tin cans.
I don't-
Well,
I don't
they
remember-
did
I don't remember you saying you had a Jeep Cherokee.
because I didn't want to give too much context.
He was giving us enough, but he was getting to the point. And you're just like, whoa.
Okay, people
What dog did you have though at that time?
Well, no, if you're going to tell the story,
It's like-
tell the story.
Yeah, but I mean, let's
Okay,
also get to the
so-
point.
Because you could have been
January
like,
5th, 1995.
'Cause you could have said-
a hospital in Canada.
because you could have said, I had a bunch of cars before this. Some were good, some were bad.
That's true. I could have summed
That's
it up.
how you could have done it. So if you're going to tell a fucking story, tell the story.
Yeah, man.
But anybody could say that. I've had some cars. Some I had to take into the
know.
shop. Some I didn't have to take into
know.
the shop.
So-
Now I have this car.
No, I'm glad you told the other stuff. I just wanted more detail.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Dude, I sold my Jeep Cherokee. That was my first car. It had 137,000 kilometers on it. It was a 98, and I sold it in 2015 when I bought that Volkswagen Golf. If you find a Jeep Cherokee with 137,000 kilometers on it, a four-wheel drive with nothing more than a small head gasket leak,
buy it.
Hold on to it.
something, fucking make money from it. You know what I mean? Like, because guys will just run these things into the ground now because there's such a reliable four-wheel drive platform. Like, you can do anything with them, and people do that, exactly that. They do fucking anything. And I bought mine for $2,500 in, I want to say 2013. First car, good, decent deal. Like I should have gotten the head gasket worked on, but it's a Jeep. Like everything ran, you know. Like, and then I bought that car because I'm into cars obviously enough to want to get a stick shift. So I bought the car, and then I was like, what the fuck did I do? Like I bought a 92 horsepower little
Bitchmobile.
bitch.
Little bitchmobile.
So, and I sold that Jeep, and I think back to that while I look on like Facebook Marketplace and see like 250,000 kilometers on the body, like Jeep Cherokee, like lifted, with like a roof rack on it and like fog lights and like a light bar and just huge mudding tires and just like dents and scrapes all over the place. And they're like, I want $5,000 for it. It's worth it. I know it's worth.
What did you sell yours for?
$2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
Somebody got a steal?
Yeah, I was nice about it.
That's the attributes of a good car salesman.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was,
Carl salesman.
well, I knew that it had the head gasket leak as well, but I don't think they worked on it either. Anyway, some days I wish I had it back. Now that I have the Forester, I'm like, you know what, I'm good.
But when you had your little trucky, you're like, horny baby. Is that where that came from?
That was so unsettling.
Dude, yeah, you have like a knack to making me feel uncomfortable.
Really?
I think he has a knack for everybody to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
He just makes everybody feel uncomfortable.
Look at my vein.
Ugh.
Sorry. Anyway.
And camera pan.
I don't think I do that. I don't think that's
I'm
true.
gonna start calling you Dick Skin because it's tight.
Horny baby, dick skin, and swiney.
Don't like finally the nasty name.
There it is, dick skin. Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, can you pass me a beer, Diaz?
But okay, so
That doesn't sound bad then.
again,
Diaz.
you're
yeah.
gonna need to fact check me on all of this, but as far as importing cars to Canada from Japan, it can be pretty good, like in terms of your value, because my understanding, and you'd have to double check this if you were, if you're at all looking into this.
I'm looking. I want the steps.
That
Bring it.
no, I'm not adding a step. I'm just giving some context.
I want all the steps. Bring the steps.
Japan has like really stringent, what would you call them? Inspections.
Export? Oh.
Like inspections on their cars. So I think their cars every 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, have to go through like a very intense inspection process.
So most of the stuff's going to be in good shape, is what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm getting at. That what I'm getting at is that with every used car, you have things that aren't up to grade in terms of like a very strict inspection.
Okay.
So cars are going to fail.
Okay.
And to pass the inspection, you need to get everything fixed. And getting cars fixed costs money. Yeah. So what people do is they say, okay, what's worth it to put more money into this used vehicle or to just buy a new car? So often they'll opt to buy a new car, which the Japanese government thinks to themselves, that's great. They're supporting the automotive industry, which is huge in Japan. But then what happens is you have these cars that are 3-6 years old that in Canada we're like, fuck it, I'll take it to work today.
And they're like,
I don't have to worry about any inspection. But in Japan, they're like, inspection, I don't want to keep this. And they just, they curb it. Like they stop driving.
So like the things that they need to fix, we're like, fuck it, it's fine.
Totally, yeah.
Oh, so for my mind, it's like the car's solid.
Exactly. Like nothing.
It's in good shape.
Nothing has broken so far. It's good to go. Where in Japan, they're like, yeah, it looks like one of your O-rings has a little bit of wear on it.
Yeah. Where here, it's like in Canada, it's like 5 years. Fuck, I should probably take this into Jiffy Lube. Some guy who has no clue what he's fucking talking about, just trying to sell me on everything.
Totally.
I didn't get me to work today. Something must be wrong.
Yeah.
So that's exactly.
So that's where you find value, because they have so many used vehicles that we might call to be at a bargain, considering our standards for used vehicles.
Well, it seems like
because they just stop driving them. They just buy new.
And the ones I glanced at too were like the kilometers are way better for the price too.
Exactly.
Huge.
And that brings me to the next point though. when you look at a car that has that low of kilometers and for that price, you have to consider its history. You have to like do your best to see like where it's come from, what it's experienced.
There might be
as a
something
vehicle.
else.
There might be something lurking.
Might not be the little rings.
There's a lot
that
of
are little.
vehicles that go to auction in Japan that are like rebuilt status, so they've been in like a big accident or something like that. They've been put back together and to be sold again. So they're probably drivable, but you can't be absolutely certain.
You
know, like-
scary.
Yeah, so
Somebody could have died
that's
in that
something to
thing.
watch out for. Generally, something like
That's it.
I don't know.
Ghosts. That's the thing to look out for.
And they'll come across the water.
All the ghosts, yeah. Just try. Wait, what? Driving down the street at 12 o'clock at night. And you're
They'll
like,
take the trip.
Whoa, Jackie Chan, what the fuck?
They're like, I'm sticking with this car, man. Wherever it goes, wherever it goes. And Victoria, I got friends there.
A samurai, yeah. That's awesome.
Jackie Chan's
He went
Chinese.
Fuck yeah.
He's probably been to
Uncultured
Japan, though.
swine,
No, he's
yeah.
probably been to Japan. Let's assume that.
So that's fair. And you might have gotten to a fender bender in Japan. That's
True.
Yeah.
But he just
We
popped
don't
out the
know.
window.
We haven't checked
No
our
big
phones
deal.
in the past half hour. It
That's
could have
right.
happened.
I haven't Wikipedia this shit. Yeah.
So,
Fuck.
Hey, that's happened before.
yeah, you want to make sure if you're doing the research yourself, you've looked into it enough.
So can they not
went through
sell
an
them?
importer. I went through a reputable importer, and I trusted him to do a lot of the background checking.
Can they
for
not
me.
sell them if they don't pass
So-
the test? So if they don't pass that like rigorous whatever test that you were just talking about, can they not even sell them?
No, they can.
Oh, so yeah, okay, so that's the thing.
Just someone
Totally,
else has to
yeah.
pass it there.
It's just they can't keep driving it in Japan.
Oh, but they can dump it. Oh, okay.
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I thought
Yeah.
you said like in order for it to be like resellable, it has to pass that test. I thought that's what you meant.
No.
no, like even there they could sell it, but then someone else would have to
Yeah,
pass that
it's
test.
like you go to school with a shirt that says "fuck" on it,
Yeah.
and then your principal's like, "You can't wear this," and you're like, "Okay." You go home, you take off that shirt, you put on a shirt that says Nike, and you go back to school, and you're like, "This good?" And they're like, "Yep," but then you still have the shirt at home, and you're like, "Oh fuck."
What do I
I
do
need
with
to get
this
rid of
shirt?
this shirt. I
Yeah.
can't wear it at school. Like they won't let me wear it anywhere. And you're like, okay, maybe a Canadian will buy it.
Thanks, eh? That's a cool shirt.
and then the Canadian, like,
Fuckaroo. What does that mean?
I don't understand. Oh, man.
Canadian wears it to school, and then the principal says the same thing, and then they take the principal to like fucking the paper, and they're like, "You are not being it's free speech."
No.
Well,
No.
yeah, they do.
Actually,
What?
if you don't have the right,
Jackie Chan's only 65.
you need to make sure you get inspected on this side
Yeah.
of the customs as well.
The car.
Yeah. So,
The shirt.
So the process, the car. So the process was essentially, I was like, okay, I want to buy a car, and then I put $1,000 deposit down through B-Pro. Brian Stevenson, I think his name is.
Is that the website you used?
Yeah. He has a website, but he's an importer.
Oh,
B-Pro is his website.
B Pro.
Yeah, just B the letter Pro.
I think I
I
got
think
something
you're
else.
on the wrong website. Just go
It's like
B
some
Pro.
political
go
thing.
like B Pro JDM on Google. I'm sure you'll find it. He has a lot of info on his website. He keeps an inventory. I think he buys cars off auction and then makes them available for purchase.
So he's like a guy here who's bringing the shirt in, and he's like, "I've checked the shirt."
He has a guy in Japan,
Yeah.
but he's here. I think he's out of Calgary.
Okay.
And
So-
he's who imported the cars for the people I knew in high school. So that's how I knew about him. Originally, when I wanted to buy the Subaru, I gave him $1,000, and then without thinking about it too much, I was like, "Fuck it, I'll give you $1,000," because I was making a decent amount of money working at the mine. And then I pulled out from that because I was like, I want a car now, not in 2 months after it's been shipped over, and I want something reliable. I'll buy this Golf, whatever. So I was like, hey man, I'll need my $1,000 back, and he sent it back, and I was like, oh, okay, so this guy,
Oh,
I can trust this guy.
yeah, this guy's all right, like,
because he could have been like, "Fuck, sorry, dude."
Deposit.
exactly, and I would have been like, oh no, like I fell into the trap that so many young men of my age and demographic have also fallen into.
Ah!
But no, so that was my first experience. But this time around, yeah, I was like, okay, haven't found anything locally. I'll send him $1,000 to start off the process. Then he'll start looking for me. And I told him like what I wanted. I said I wanted a Subaru Forester with a turbo. I wanted stick shift. I want it to be white. I want it to have like these kind of general attributes like low kilometers, good mechanically. Like I'm not too worried about aesthetics, but obviously like I didn't want something that looks totally rusted out or is totally rusted out. So that's what I told him, and he just gave me a few links, and I kind of had a few emails back and forth with him, and then narrowed it down to one, and then I was like, okay, this is the one I want, and then sent in the money, and it was on a ship on its way over.
You didn't even go through his thing. He just did all the work for you.
Yeah.
He's your personal shopper.
And so that $1,000 that you deposit, it goes to him. That's his fee. But even including that $1,000 plus the money that you pay for the car is included his fee and the cost to import. So the fee to ship it over here on a boat, and then the customs fees as well.
Damn, that's not cheap.
Found 2 cars I want already.
Perfect.
So-
you're getting an Outback, eh?
No, I want a Legacy station wagon.
Okay. Yeah, Legacy wagon.
No, they are Outback ones of it.
No,
but
I know.
What?
I don't know.
What? Why is it funny? I'm older.
You're gonna give him a complex.
No, I'm older than you, man.
So, I mean, if you haven't figured this all out,
from class.
Cam is looking to do something that our friend James here has
Yes.
done. So that's why I'm sitting here as the silent like camera guy in this whole episode which is cool. I'm just listening.
Camera guy.
But
You know what?
Well,
when
maybe
this
you
is
should
all
do it
done,
too, though,
we're
Dan.
going to give each other blowjobs in our JDM cars, and you're still going to be silent watching. How do you feel?
But he's gonna film it though, because that's how we're gonna make money.
that's the next step after this. You didn't think
You
we're
know
done.
that apparently gay porn is like that's where you fucking make the money, and there's a lot of like straight guys doing gay porn. I don't know how that works
Wait, what?
I don't.
because I don't know how you can be totally straight and be okay with.
Getting a rear ender?
I just think they say it. I just don't. Yeah, I don't get it.
What do you mean? You can. Oh, what is it called when you're in porn? Oh, you're an actor.
Well, yeah.
Oh, so you can pretend, and you can tell the director you're saying, "I'm not actually gay."
But how much will you pay me?
Wait, but you wouldn't actually have to say that because you could just be like, "Oh, I'm going to pop this Viagra. We'll film this scene in 15 minutes," and then you do it. What's your point?
Well, I'm saying it seems
I'm
like
confused.
I'm saying that like yes, like if you look at it like that, like intellectually and just box it, it's like okay, but most people they just got to be okay with it a little bit more because it's just
Wait,
like
hold on.
it's like
Cameron,
there's
what's
acting
your
and then
number?
there's like
what's the lowest amount of money you would take
And this game is
have-
beginning.
to have a guy of average size like penetrate you in your rear end?
it's
The lowest amount of money, Cameron. Just think about
okay.
it.
I'm
Give
ready.
an
I got
answer.
it. I got
What's-
it. I got
What's
it.
your
I got it.
amount?
A legacy.
carpenter's wage. A carpenter's wage.
So if he fucked you for a half hour,
It was his answer last time.
Oh,
it
was
was
it?
his
I don't
answer
remember.
last
he
time.
fucked you for
That's the joke. Jesus Christ.
a
No one
half
got
hour,
it.
I didn't get it.
$12. Yeah, the amount is $12.
$12.
That's a half hour. That's a half hour
you did
amount
not-
of work cut down to 12 minutes.
You did not get paid $12.
No, but that's half for a half hour.
Oh,
Divided by
I
two.
didn't listen to you.
That's around. When
It was
I got
the
paid.
joke, man. It was the fucking peeking. It was
Here first. He will take
You
it
are-
in the ass for $12.
You're peaking right now.
I was.
That's too
You
good.
peaked a while ago.
Oh, I got it. No, it was the joke. It was.
Okay,
you
I
just
get-
supposed
I
to
get the
laugh and
reference, I
then be
get the
like, no,
reference.
seriously.
Throwback.
How much?
It was a
That's what you're
throwback,
supposed to- yeah.
Well, I'll be your lawyer because I said I'd get you a legacy for if you do it. If your lowest offer, I'll get you a legacy. If you do some gay porn, pay you with the car you want.
Well, but
I need to go use the.
I want a nicer
lavatory.
legacy then. Should we pause it? No, we can keep going. Okay.
So he is dipping into the night.
Lav tree. There's a bunch of.
Dude, like.
Ooh, there we go.
I'll talk more about what you have to do on this side of things.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna get more into this.
This is way okay. So when I was first looking, I just found I can't remember what it was. It's called Japan Partner. So I went to Japan Partner, and
I remember we had a good laugh at that name.
did we?
Yeah, it sounds like you're getting like a Chinese what do you
Mail order?
Mail order bride.
yeah. So yeah, it's like, and then you pick everything and you do it. And so I thought you had to do all this work for it, right? And I was like, oh, this sounds complicated. Now James is coming here and saying, oh, you give this guy some money, he does everything for you. It's literally like going to like fucking save on and being like, these are the groceries I want, bring it.
It's like, well, and that's a common thing where it's like, I got a guy. It's okay. He'll take care of it.
Yeah.
I got a guy. And you're
I
just
just
like,
didn't
oh,
know.
I didn't know the guy, but now you know the guy.
Now I know the guy.
You got a guy. You got a car guy.
And I got three legacies up here. What's wrong with a fucking legacy, James?
I don't know what it
Calls
looks
an
like.
Outback. Well, some of them,
Like
some of
the Forester Outback
Well,
or
like-
whatever.
like some of them are like a little more like 4-wheel drivey and
Like
whatever.
mom SUVs?
Yeah, but the ones I'm looking at are more like his, like a little more sporty, like the turbo-y ones.
I don't know what any of them look like. I don't have
Well, it's like a station wagon.
Oh, okay.
So like it's yeah, like there are Outback legacy Outback ones, but the ones I'm looking at are not that kind. So like this is
So you're looking for practicality as well, not just sweetness.
no. Well, no, he's got a station wagon, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I'm just looking for like a little more sleek one
Oh.
because his is a little more what do you call it? It's younger.
Funky.
It's younger. So this is my version of it, right? So he's got a white Forester. This is a white Legacy.
Nice.
So it's like a little more. Yeah, does that make sense?
It looks cool.
So if I found a Forester one,
I wonder if we should chop this up. Just
what time is it?
It's like an hour and
Oh,
7.
probably shit.
Just because I don't
Yeah,
want anything
yeah.
crashing.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then all those funny jokes that we made at each other's expense would be gone forever. So,
Oh,
man, Cam's like, actually, let's keep going. I wanted to crash.
no, that's gold, man. That's gold. Remember
mine.
in the last one I said I was with last one with James. I was like, I'm a sellout. I will do anything to not work anymore. And then he told me to get hit by a bus or run over or something.
Yeah, that was good advice.
Yeah. Ready?
Wait. I need James. James, I need you.
James, just come here first for a second, please.
Are you making a beer and milk cocktail?
That's weird. I mean, I guess it's like a brown cow.
If you could go to that camera, and we're gonna go 3, 2, 1,
Well,
go,
no,
and then
no.
we're gonna exit.
Well, he's gonna say bye.
Oh, okay. Say bye first, and then we're gonna exit.
I love you.
Well,
Bye.
the end doesn't matter. You can cut the end, right? Bye.
It'd just be still nice. 'Cause we got the people. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, folks, to the same thing that you've been listening to.
Part 2.
Yeah, we just took a little break there.
Some Jamathon.
And we're back.
Is that who this is? Jamiroquai.
I love it.
You know what we haven't done in this episode yet?
What's that, Cam?
Any songs?
Any
is that a
songs?
mainstay on
You know
the
what?
show?
You know what I? Yeah,
I'm scared.
you did it last time.
What song?
We just make shit up. You did it a few times actually, and then you were beatboxing. You're a good beatboxer too.
Boots and
I mean,
claps.
neither
Boots
of
and
you are
claps.
as good as me.
Oh, cuts.
Okay,
Cats.
ready?
Boots and cuts.
Boots and cuts? No, it's cats.
That's what I've learned. Boots and cuts. And
Oh
boots
man,
and
how
cuts
the
and
years
beats.
change.
Boots and beatboxing
Cats.
competition. Ready? I'm gonna start. Okay.
Oh, is this?
Stop.
Oh, we're all
Okay.
each going.
Competition.
Okay.
I'm gonna start.
All right.
Oh no, you guys start.
Well, no, you just said you're gonna start. You start.
I know, but I'm not ready.
How are you not ready? You just spit in your hand. Spit it.
I'm
Okay.
not ready.
Guess.
I need to think about it.
Spit it.
We're all gonna fuck up. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't think any of us
I'm
is
gonna try
fucking
and outdo myself, and it's gonna go terribly wrong.
terribly. Yeah. You know what
Terribly?
helps beatboxing? A whole mouthful of milk.
Okay, I'm actually ready. Ready?
Okay. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Camera's on
Okay.
you. Go. Oh wow, this is a bit.
Do you know what a dad
That's
joke
it, man.
is?
There you go. Okay, you guys go.
You do now.
That was a level 99 dad joke.
Dad, you're doing it with your computer.
That wasn't you. Aw.
Here's the thing. I suck at beatboxing. I'm no good at it.
No, so
You did a really good job there, though.
Thank you.
that's crazy.
But you guys are really good at it. So go. Do it. Can we do 2? Can you be 1 percussion and 1 drums?
How about I'll just
One
do the
Latin
I'll do
percussion.
the bass line. You just have to drop some like a little bit of bass drum in there and some snare and stuff.
Well,
so if I
if
go like,
it's-
Okay.
What's the bass line then if it's not beatboxing? That's a terrible bass line. Fuck, I can do better bass line. No. No. Okay, James, stop. Stop. No, you do the vocals. I'll do the bass. I'll do the bass.
Okay, go.
thought you invited Bobby McFerrin.
Start snapping your fingers. You
No,
fuck.
man, that's like some fucking
I'm
like
flicking
living
like
in
a
color.
flea.
That's some living
keep
color
going.
shit.
But is that like rappable kind of bass line? Okay, go again.
No,
I can rap
sorry.
to anything,
I'm
man.
very critical, but
maybe
go
you're
ahead.
shitty at rapping. Are you shitty at
All
rapping?
right, rap to this.
Really? And you, but you me?
What's that? Is it
That's
Bobby
like
McFerrin? Bobby
That's
Ferrin?
like a classic. Like listen to rap from like
No.
'93, and you'll find like just like bass lines, like low like piano.
No,
or
man. We don't.
just
We
some
don't. We don't.
bass.
We're no followers here. We cut the way. Lead the way.
Okay, cut the way.
No, no, no.
Do you hear how that's kind of like it's cutting into each other? Like,
Seinfeld.
Fucking rap
but you
already.
need some continuity. You need some like
Simple 4/4 to go over.
but like you need some stuff that's like the same note.
How do
for
you get
while.
a car from Japan?
What? You don't like the game, so you fucking quit it? What the hell? Rage quit?
Do a bass
We're
line
not
that's
getting anywhere.
a bit slower, like a bit.
No, I'm doing the bass line I'm going to do.
So you're not gonna rap. You're not gonna do a bass line that you can rap.
I was
over.
gonna rap. I was gonna
And you're
rap.
the one shitting on.
He's impossible to work with.
I was gonna rap, but your bass line.
I wish we could loop our bass line and like bass combo, and then we
bad.
could rap over it.
That'd be cool.
Can you do
do you
my
want me
bass
to
line? Do my
your
bass line.
What's wrong with my bass line? This is what the thing I want to know.
Give me
Why-
one rap song that has a bass line like that.
Who said we're doing a rap song?
That's what.
No, you're rapping, but it's just whatever it is.
It's progressive.
Like I said, we're leading the way, man.
Okay. Okay, do your thing. Do your thing. Black sweater perspective. This is in the curriculum. This is not an elective. You don't have to be selective to find your dissection of knowledge. Do not eat foliage. Do not drive a car with high mileage. Say hi to your friends. Make sure you make ends meet with each other. Make sure they speak with one another. Make sure your bills get paid. Make sure your local Cameron gets laid. Spend time with your parents. Make sure that your taxes do not go errant. So they have to collect, and it'll keep you from having sex.
Good advice.
I'd say that was.
Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
In the middle of it, good advice. Do you ever remember the class of
I
2000?
feel really badly about that.
About what?
Anyway.
You're rapping?
Oh yeah.
That was great.
Thanks, dude.
It's a good job.
Thanks.
Why do you feel bad about it? Don't judge yourself.
I
Just enjoy it.
I just feel like I've done better. How about next episode I'm on? I'll
You're
drop
way
some
too self-critical,
sick
man.
beats, dude.
Way too self-critical.
Sick beats. This is getting
No.
put out.
So?
It's getting put out.
This is getting put out.
There's not much recorded information on me. This is
My
some
rap
of it.
game. It's alright. It's over before it started.
Yeah. This isn't fire. This is Pilot Light.
Oh, Pilot Light. That's your rap
Well,
name.
I mean, if
It's
we're
always around, but it doesn't really do you any good. You need to turn the furnace on.
if we're like planning to do a song, we're like, okay, let's do this, and we
Okay,
go
fair
through it.
enough.
It's like that's one
Fair
thing,
enough.
but it's like, no, man, we're just
I appreciate that.
shitting out our butts.
Thank you. So once you've bought the car,
So good job.
It gets thrown onto a ship, and then 6 or so weeks from then, it shows up at customs. And then what you have to do is make sure, one way or another, either the paper copies or through an email, you get all of the papers for the car. Like
So that's what you were waiting for last week.
exactly. So like the title and the like the former like registration and all that kind of stuff.
So you got the car without that?
Yeah, it had no papers
What?
with it.
Why wouldn't it come
But
with
all
it?
I needed for temporary registration, because, sorry, I'll answer that. All I needed for temporary registration was actually the serial number. Mm-hmm. So I had just had to provide the serial number through my email to the insurance agency that was recommended to me. And then they were able to issue like a temporary operator's permit, which is the BC version of like a in-transit kind
So-
of insurance.
My question is, why didn't papers come with the car?
Because the car gets put to a lot on Annacis Island, which is in Delta.
Yeah.
But then the papers actually go to the customs office in downtown Vancouver. which seems
so
inefficient.
it comes over with the car, but then they have to be separated because it's got to go to the customs thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it's
got
kind
it.
of like you've put the papers into the filing room, you put the car into the parking lot. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's like it's not efficient. I had to wait 6 days, including a long weekend, so 3 business days to get my papers, which is pretty annoying. But
Should have bought it 1 week earlier.
or on a Monday.
Quick question: is there a WikiHow on this?
I don't know. So I was actually taken some notes on this. I was gonna at least write like a
Because I was going to say you
Reddit
should
post
make
or something.
one.
Totally,
if there isn't. No.
totally. Because I had to figure a lot of this stuff out myself. Like the buying process was pretty easy. Thank you, Brian Stevenson with B Pro.
Shout
He
out.
did such a good job of it. Honestly, like I'm so happy with the Forester so far. But once it got here, it was a little bit of figuring out because I hopped on a ferry going to Vancouver, realized that rather than getting it inspected in Victoria, it might be best to get it inspected in Vancouver. So not being from Vancouver, I wasn't very hopeful that, excuse me, I'd be able to get it inspected same day. But I took the 8 o'clock ferry over. So I was in Tawasin by 9:30. Then I took a bus to Richmond, and then another SkyTrain, another bus, made it to the insurance agency, got insurance in Richmond, then took 2 more buses and a cab to
My God.
a gas station on Annacis Island, filled it up with premium.
Get that premium.
Yeah.
Well, no, you said that your
And
car
then
has to have premium.
It does,
Why?
yeah, because
Why?
of the turbo. It's just the way the engine works.
Can I ask another interjection? I'm so bad with cars. What if you put regular gas in it? What would happen?
I think the way it works is like the ignition happens at a different amount of compression.
Okay.
So I think that's as much as I think I know. But it's like
Fair enough. Like I don't know.
I have no idea.
Would it not
the
work?
only understanding that I have is that like octane level is like how much it's refined. That's as much as I know. But
So it'd be like
like you can't put diesel in a car because diesel doesn't ignite from a spark. You can only ignite it through compression because like compression creates like enough heat. So
Sounds
that's
class.
why gasoline car has spark plugs. A diesel doesn't because a diesel just like squeezes it so much that it ignites, whereas a gasoline car it gets sparked and it ignites.
So all love bugs are diesels. 'Cause I love squeezing love.
No, still
yeah,
don't
I was
get
like so entranced and trying to figure out what you're saying that I was like, wait, whoa, you made a pun, yeah.
it. So I think that just like your pistons won't fire properly because the gas.
So it would technically probably still
It would just run
work.
shitty,
You could just fuck it up.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it wouldn't.
my
It sure as hell
understanding.
wouldn't be turboing. It'd be running like your little rusty Tercel.
And
Well,
if you're paying for a car
totally, yeah.
with premium that needs premium gas, you probably wouldn't want to jeopardize it.
No.
So
no,
it's
you
not
could
worth
buy
it.
premium for a car that runs lower, but you can't do the opposite.
No, you can't do that. But I
Yeah.
see it. So I could, but like, so would it be just a waste of money if I threw in my '99 Corolla some premium gas?
I believe so
Probably.
because
Would there be any benefit?
That's so many things that I believe at this point in my life are based just on the words of others. So I used to put premium.
that doesn't change.
I'm so trusting.
I put premium gas in my cars up until 2-3 years ago, and because my mom would tell me, and a friend of mine also told me, they're like, yeah, you get better mileage from premium. And I was like, great, it's worth it. It's like an investment. And then I made a couple buddies made a couple friends who are mechanics. Made buddies, it sounds weird. Made a couple friends who are mechanics, and they're like, yeah, dude, like you're wasting your money if you're putting premium in a car that just takes 87
Especially in
regular gas.
BC.
So,
well, I mean,
Because
like,
it's really expensive.
oh, okay, yeah.
and there's like the
That's all.
Chevron with Techron, which is like the shit that keeps your gas tank clean or some shit.
I don't know about
man,
additives.
yeah.
I don't know about the
I took this
additives
down a
are.
boring trail. I'm sorry.
Okay,
But it's a good question. Like
I've never looked into it, but I've thought about it. So
Yeah, but I don't understand exactly how it works all in the engine, but I just know that you like for the way that the engine's tuned with the turbo and producing like combustion at a certain rate, at a certain temperature, whatever temperature, like, you know what I mean? Like the ignition point of the gas is different. So
Yeah.
putting a lower octane of gas isn't going to work. So
Just to say for a sec, there is a WikiHow.
that's good.
And you know what's funny is I didn't even know WikiHow was a thing.
Till just now?
But hey, I didn't know you could shop on Garage Shop. What was that thing?
Garage sale.
Garage sale. I didn't know that was a
That's
thing
pretty
either.
good. Yeah. It's like a better version of Craigslist. At least like a more user friendly.
But it's like, it's everywhere, right? Ah, fuck, I hate
garage sale.
Yeah, it's like everywhere. So it's like,
What do you mean?
Oh, can I buy this? I'm like, yeah. Oh, I live in fucking India or something. It's like, oh, I'm not shipping this fucking $100 barbecue pit all the way there. Like, get fucked. Like,
don't they search like
No,
isn't there a local thing?
they probably don't care. They probably were wondering if I would ship it to them.
Oh, so it's almost more like eBay.
Little bit, I guess.
In terms of like the breadth of where you're buying from.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or even Vancouver or something like that. It's like, I'd rather keep the damn thing than have to worry about shipping that shit. For like $100 fire bit, that's what I was selling recently.
You could have sold it a long time ago.
Yeah.
He sold it.
Okay. That's good.
Why, were you interested?
No, I was just
right?
curious about shipping a fire pit. I'm like, no wonder. Okay,
It would've cost
so
a
back
lot.
to what I was saying though. Took a bunch of transit because I obviously I'm not taking a car that if I'm having to drive a car back, and I end up on this island, pick up some premium gas because they ship it with very low amount of gas in it.
Because of the weight.
I went to the office where I was picking it up, like the logistics company, and I'm like, hey, I'm here to pick up my car. And they're like, what's your name? Told them my name. And they're like, gave me a sheet to sign. That was it.
Are you serious?
And then they're like,
just gave you the keys?
Keys should be in the car.
Fuck. Well, they got your license though, right?
No,
What?
I don't think so.
Which is, maybe let's not put this in there.
Yeah,
I'll
is that
cut
gonna
this
be
out.
bad
Jesus
for them?
Christ. All of a sudden, all these cars
Well, I
go
have my
missing.
car. I'm not worried.
I know, but that's what I mean.
If who's slated to pick up a car on which day, like
What are the odds
exactly
that somebody
I
would
don't
do
know.
that? Yeah.
But hey,
And then
you've
how
got
quickly do you get tracked down?
you got well. Okay,
How do you know the
that's true.
serial
That's
number
true.
of the car?
And it's a right drive, most likely.
Drive, yeah.
Drives it right into the water. Yeah.
Okay, so so going back.
So
what's
picked
your
it
beef?
up. Okay, do you want me to tell a story? Do
Yeah,
you want
I
to
know.
just like keep like no one's gonna remember any of this if we just keep on like going on to like.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. What's your beef with legacies?
I don't have a beef.
Well, you made a comment an hour back. You look at you.
I hesitated.
What's the thing with
Nothing.
legacies?
There's nothing wrong with them.
It's just not his favorite.
Why?
I was caught in a moment of thought.
And what was the thought? Old person car. Just
It's
say
going
it.
to
Just
be
say it. It's
on his
okay.
mind until you say
It's
it.
okay.
I don't know. I don't know
Why
much
can't
about
people
them.
just say what? Come on, you're thinking something.
Say something,
Just say
I'm
it.
giving
Well, it's okay.
up on
I think
you.
they kind of look dumb
Why?
because, like, no, it just to me it's like a Forester, but it just looks cheaper. That's my opinion.
I think it looks more expensive.
But see, that's
It looks
the
like
thing.
an
That's-
Audi.
See, that's why I didn't say. it,
Looks
'cause
close to an Audi.
That's my opinion. I don't actually know anything about them, so I don't know how
that's
much
okay.
you should care.
You can have your opinion.
That's fine. I just sometimes I think it's worth it to just be like, you know.
But I
But-
was curious about your
But
opinion.
once in a while, like I'll really like I'll enjoy something or I'll like it, and someone will be like, "Oh yeah, that's really stupid," and I'm like,
Aw.
Well, no, because sometimes
My feelings.
well, no, because I didn't like maybe there was something that I wanted to know that I didn't.
if
think
it
of,
was
right?
important,
Like,
I would tell you. If it was like mechanical or something, I'd
And
be like,
honestly-
"Oh yeah, by the way."
Honestly, he's not getting like a Corvette at this time, so that's what I'd be worried about. If he was getting like a midlife crisis
Have
Corvette,
you seen those new Corvettes?
that would be. He's getting like a cool car.
More like a retirement crisis. I'm gonna quit my job this time forever. I'm gonna collect my pension and buy a Corvette.
and do gay porn.
It's a good time.
That's a good retirement plan. Yeah,
Dick Skin's gonna do it.
he's gonna do it. Oh,
You know
man.
what I was amazed about when you got your car and you drove up, I drove up, and that's like when you got home with your vehicle, and I was like, whoa,
Yeah, it was like 10 p.m.
yeah, and
which
then you
was
took
the end of that story.
no, we'll go back. So yeah, then we went for a ride, and that thing's fast,
Yeah.
but
Dick skin likes going fast.
it's not just right side; it's a stick shift. So you're stick and shift with your left hand,
Yeah.
which I was like, how are you doing that? And then you told me a story that was like, well, sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't.
Yeah, I stalled it on, I think it's called Night Avenue.
Night Avenue?
Night, like a feudal night. Yeah, in Vancouver, I was driving it from Delta to this place like near East Hastings called Nickel Automotive to do my inspection. And it's like 3 lanes of traffic each way. I was in the middle lane going up a hill, and Subarus, like the sweet spot on a clutch in a Subaru is kind of hard to find. Because
Isn't that like Volkswagen are kind of like that too, right?
I don't know. But I just know that Subarus have like a little, like have a spring behind the clutch pedal that make it like smoother feeling. Like it's not as like abrupt of a engagement of the clutch. But on the flip side of that, you get less feel. So I'm like trying to like, I have the air conditioning on, so I can't like really hear the engine, and I'm trying to engage the clutch. Well, I was engaging the clutch, and I engaged it before like putting anything on the gas. So I stalled it going up a hill.
Oh, so that was like a clutch thing. It wasn't a shift issue
in the afternoon. Well, what? It's kind of both.
Like it wasn't a left hand. I'm uncomfortable here. It was more the clutch.
Yes.
Left.
Yeah.
I guess you're using your left foot too or no. How the fuck? What? How do you?
You don't even know how a manual car works, do you?
No. I'm like, when you're on the left side or when you're on the right side.
Same. It's all the same.
You're still using your right foot?
So the gearbox is still the same. Your first gear is on the top left. Reverse is on the bottom right. Yep, I know. The clutch is on the left.
No, I
then
get
you have
that.
your brake. Then your acceleration
That's not my
is on the right.
My question is, what leg are you using?
Dude.
Because your left leg's going to be in the way.
I don't want to say this, but I have never ever driven manual. I've only ever had automatic.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So I don't know.
And that's when I'd explain it to you, and it'd be really clear. But Cam's trying to like figure out if you're sitting on the other side of the car, if your leg would get in the way of the clutch pedal.
Okay.
So it goes if you're driving and this is the steering wheel in front of you.
Mirrored.
The clutch is on your left.
Yeah.
Then there's the brake, and then there's the acceleration.
Yeah.
So it's the acceleration on your far right, the brake, same as any car.
Yeah.
And then you have the clutch pedal, which is
on
extra.
Your far right.
So you use your left foot for the clutch, and then your right foot for the brake and the acceleration unless you're left foot braking, which some like drifters will do. But
so what you're saying is it's the same.
It's the same.
But
But Cam was asking, like, wait, what leg do you use for each thing?
The funny thing is you actually have to use your penis. That's what you gotta do.
I was thinking like your
and
hands
mine's so
change.
big, I have to like fold it back into the seat.
It gets stuck sometimes.
I was like, your hands change, so your legs change. Fuck off. See, I say dumb shit too.
You were asking that question. I was like, the clutch is on the left side. And you were like, that's not what I'm asking about.
Come on.
It's like you get so stuck.
Well, no, because I was talking about the legs.
I don't really play ball when you get into those.
No, you don't. No, you
because I don't have any time for it.
I'm good at cushioning things, but so is he.
Or you could just answer it how I'm asking it.
I don't really
and then it wouldn't be cushioning.
It's the same.
Or no,
I also said everything is the same.
I know.
Like the gearbox is the same. The clutch is still on the left.
But I didn't understand that, obviously.
No, you didn't. That's okay. I'm kind of being a dick.
Call you
the one thing that's
skin,
the one thing that
whatever it
screwed
is.
dick skin. The one thing that screwed me up the most is that windshield is on the left of the steering wheel, windshield wipers, and
like where you hit them,
where you turn them on. Where you hit them? No, that's you put your hand out the window.
You have to manually do it.
Pull a string. No, and then
that'd be cool.
To put your blinkers on to turn the corner. It's on the right side. So I'd turn my windshield wipers on a bunch to change lanes when I first got it.
Hey, idiot! My wipers were going that way. Didn't you fucking see it?
Man, this is like so. Like I'm realizing that when I drive, I really don't know what I'm doing because I'm like, are my blinkers on the? Like I don't fucking even know.
So that's our problem.
Wipers
you don't know how to fucking drive.
Wipers are on the left.
It's not
blinkers
manual
on the right.
or not.
No, it's
just automatic, isn't it?
It's automatic.
Totally. So you have to think about it.
Like I don't.
Yeah, when people ask me, like
a go-kart.
when they're playing a video game for the first time that I'm adept at, they're like, "Oh, what button is it to jump?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know. I just do it."
Yeah,
that's
like driving. Yeah,
it is.
I just think about it really hard. And it does it. Yeah.
The funny thing is, the funniest part of my car right now is that my nav system, like my in-dash nav system, which is aftermarket, is all in Japanese, and I haven't figured out how to program it yet. But I've been like busy doing other things, and I'm like, this is fine, because I've been driving beaters which have had broken radios for the past 2 years. So pretty automatically, when I get in the car, I like turn on Spotify or Castbox or whatever it is. Turn it to full volume, put it in the cup holder.
Really?
on
Just
my
leave
phone.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Castbox. What's
Sorry,
that?
on my phone is the key
Yeah,
element to that.
You're not
That's
even
my sound
using
system.
your...
But the Samsung S8, surprisingly good speaker. It's pretty loud.
Oh, you're not even playing it through like in the aux
that's what
or
I-
anything.
That's,
Oh,
yeah, that's what I.
oh,
Okay,
oh.
sorry, I'm not great at telling stories
Because he doesn't
but
know Japanese. So he doesn't... You don't...
I don't use the
know
sound
how
system in the
to
car.
at all.
I have not had a radio, so I've played my music through my phone in a cup holder for the past like
That's
2
not
years.
bad.
Even though
You
you
know
might
what?
have a good system.
I don't know. It's wired to have a really big subwoofer in the back too.
Dylan's
It's already
got
got
one
all
he's
the
not
wiring.
using.
I got. Yeah. Fuck.
Really?
I have two 12s. Well, I need to get it fixed.
Just sell them to James.
You have two? I only need one.
You're not
12s?
I don't know.
Oh no, 10s. I have two 10s.
I just have the wiring that goes behind the bench seat in the back.
No, I have everything. Like, but it's just recently
I'll just
stopped.
buy a sub.
No, it was
Because
like
my
a year
battery.
ago.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy a sub because I have it all wired up.
I really need to get it fixed. But yeah, no.
When I bought the car, the subwoofer was in the back, and for some reason they took it out.
Really?
Like it was in the pictures, and then it wasn't there when I bought the car, and I was like, "Huh."
False advertising.
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed.
I'd be
But
pissed.
I opted that like trying to get that would be not worth my time, so I just kind of took the L on that. But everything else was great. The car drives. It has winter tires,
Do you know
though.
sound systems?
I don't.
Oh fuck.
No, I'm not an electronics guy.
You didn't get that
whatsoever.
when he was like 210? What? I don't know what I mean.
Oh no, I don't know.
I just need a subwoofer. That's what I said over and over.
I thought but if you could help me, that would be sweet. It works.
you.
It's just with my subs. My subs aren't working currently.
I'm not a wiring.
I was looking for an electrician and I got none. So
You
it's
got a
all
carpenter.
good.
I can
got
hit
a
it with a
carpenter. Yo, fuck. Actually, the people that I got to install it were carpenters, and they fucking. So, I have the fuse box and the main cord attached to my battery. So the reason why my sound system doesn't work right now is because my battery died. So it can supply enough power to it, so it would turn on and then turn off. And then it's on some factory reset where it will, like, when I turn my car, it will be on, and then it will just automatically shut off. So there's something I got to do, which I haven't got around to doing.
Do you think the
Anyways,
draw is too strong? Like
it was. I think it's something to do because my battery was so shit that it was
Yeah.
like blowing the fuse box or something. I don't know. I'm really not that great with
Hold
it either.
on. Did you get a new battery
Yes,
in the car?
yes.
Yeah, but it's still shutting off.
It will be on, and then as soon as I turn it past 19, which is not that loud, it will turn off.
It's a lot
Maybe-
louder than 10, though.
I'm
just-
thanks.
I'm thinking that
It's an old... What movie is that? Turned up to
so
11.
the
that?
whole car will shut off.
No. Just the sound system, just the subs.
Oh,
So like the subs will be like, and then like I'll turn it up just
it's like
high,
20.
and it'll be like done. Yeah, and it's just like I've talked to a couple
Oh,
people and they think
weird.
it's some sort of like because it was relying on a battery so long that just couldn't support it.
Yeah.
It goes into some factory mode where it like
Yeah, it like
a-
shorts
a
itself
safe
or something.
yeah like a safe mode so it doesn't kill
I
your
understand.
car.
Have you done research on it?
Kind of, and that's that's as far as I've gotten to research.
Okay.
I've got it, but it's one of those things where it sounds like it could potentially be an expensive fix that I don't really want to dive down that rabbit hole right now. But
Fair
I mean,
enough.
I'm soon enough. I miss my sound system because it was
Totally.
pretty good. Yeah,
Totally. Hopefully, it's just like kind of like a switch or something.
but it
It
still
makes that-
works. It still
makes
works.
that
Clearly,
Corolla.
like it wouldn't be going on if it was totally fucked.
no,
You know what I mean?
But hopefully, like to get it back 100%, you just have to be like, oh, like it thinks it's like
Stick a pen
dealing
in,
with a
in,
shitty
a
battery.
really tiny hole. It's
Yeah,
just
totally.
just a hard reset. Yeah,
You better fix
You like
it,
you
though.
don't know for sure if it's pressed in. You're
yeah.
just like,
It's
okay.
did it do it? I don't
Fingers
know if it did
crossed.
it yet. But anyways, with the carpenters, so you know cars though. You know how there's like a hole that goes like through the like from the back seats to the trunk. There's like a hole that you can put wires through.
Generally speaking, there's like
Usually-
access holes. Yeah.
These guys were installing my sound system for me. You know what?
They
I love
drill
these
a hole?
guys. Through like the back panel where like the back seat like kind of I don't know what the fuck you call it, but like where
What car do you drive? The Corolla.
Corolla, yeah.
Yeah.
They did two big ass holes through the back panel of like where like there's the headrest of the back seat,
Yeah.
and there's like where people put like stuffies and shit like that.
Yes.
So
yeah. Like
drew-
over top of the trunk.
yeah, they put 2 big holes and just jammed the wires through it. So I had wires just going through my back seats into these holes. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
And did they cover the holes at all?
But this is the thing,
No,
Dylan.
no, those big wires, because they're thick wires going into it, and it was just coming through the
Dude,
back seat. Yeah.
That's not cool at all.
No, and then, so you know what I
But
did?
they're
I put
carpenters.
That was the funny thing. When you're like, I'm a carpenter, not an electrician. That's I'm like, oh, I have a story for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you know what I did?
Well,
I put,
it's funny though, because electricians take a fully framed house that's beautiful and just Swiss cheese it with their drills. So I'm not gonna
Goes
let
both ways,
carpenters
yeah.
off the hook to
goes
completely.
both ways. But no,
It
so what
just
I
seems
did,
like maybe you should have taken it to a car place.
I trusted him because they both had sound.
A car painter.
Sound system.
Yeah. They both had sound systems in their car, so I trusted them. And
Yeah.
they did
They might have sounded good.
actually.
Did you check for holes in their backseat?
They're like,
just a
"Fuck, we
million
just-
holes?
It
Like,
sounds
fuck
great
these guys. Yeah.
because there's so many holes to let the sound out.
Well, we just tore the back seats out.
But you know what I did? I put these like metal circular plates, and I just say they're vents. It's like, oh, the sound system overheats because it's so much power. So that I just put like these like little metal covers. I'll show you
say that about
sometime.
yourself.
Wow. But yeah, and then I
Yeah.
just put it over top, and
should
it's
wear,
a
like-
vent. Yeah.
You should like wear a garbage can lid on your chest or something and be like, yeah, no. I've just got so much fucking power.
I need a vent.
That's
I need a vent.
I need a heat sink.
That's a superhero right there.
That is, yeah. Oh wait, was that you I was talking about? The Joker impersonation?
Well, he did it last time.
Yeah, I know, but I remember
James did.
Yeah, I told you we were talking about. I think that was
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and I'm like, he could do a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can breathe into a mic creepily.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, that was my story about my subs. Anyways, he's still going on about something that we've drawled off of many different ways.
Well, then you get your car and you got to get the papers and
Okay,
you get your
dude.
insurance.
Okay, just give me like 2 minutes, give me like 2 minutes of mic time. Okay.
All right. Boom.
Took the ferry over to Vancouver because I don't live in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Got temporary insurance
Yeah.
with the, it's not a VIN number in Japan, it's a serial number. So I got the serial number, provided it to the insurance place, got temporary registration, picked the car up, pretty easy at the logistics company, had to jump it there. So I brought jumper cables, but luckily they had like a booster pack.
Do they usually need to jump from? Probably because they've been sitting for quite a while.
I don't know
guess.
like percentage wise how many cars need to jump, but mine did. It's recommended
that you bring.
It's recommended that you bring jerry can of gas and booster cables, and I was
because it's
I was glad I had
semi-common.
I was glad I had the gas because that's what I drove the car on. Pretty much was like near empty. But as far as the cables were concerned, I didn't need them. There was a booster pack, but if they didn't have like a spare battery with cables on it rolling around their parking lot, I would have needed them and probably could have flagged someone down. Either way, it worked out. Boosted it. Battery was like fully dead. That's why I couldn't start it when I was like on Night Avenue later on in the story. But had the temporary registration, picked up the car, drove it to a shop that luckily I had called that morning to see if I could get in for inspection. Got it inspected. And he told me what I needed to get done. I got all that work done, paid him for the inspection and the work that he did, got the inspection sheet, and then just drove straight back to the ferry from there because it was Thursday before a long weekend. So there's a 2 sailing wait by the time like 5 p.m. rolled around, which is when we were driving down there. So didn't get it fully registered, which I realized I couldn't have done anyway because I didn't have all my papers that I didn't think about in this whole like bluster of a day. But that was like leave the house at 6:45 and get home after the 2 sailing wait at like 10 p.m. here in Esquimalt. So it was a full day, and then all I had to do from there was get it fully registered with my title and everything like that. So it was temporary insurance, pick it up, get the inspection done, and then once I got my papers, register it completely. And my insurance is $25 less than what my truck was.
Really?
Yeah. And
why?
And the fuel economy is decent. I haven't ran a full tank yet, but it's comparable to what my truck was. Although I have to run premium, at least I'm saving $25 on insurance, so I'm not like losing anything in terms of that. My car is probably a lot safer than the B2200 I was driving. It was a small truck. 30 years old. The safety's probably not that good on it. So as far as the liability of the insurance company, they probably feel better giving me a lower rate, because the Forester, I think, would get like highest rating in its class, so to speak.
Yeah.
Of vehicles for like year to year. It's just one of the more safe vehicles.
So if you were to do this again, what would you do differently?
Probably not quit my job.
So what happened first?
I got the car. Like 2 months ago while I was in school.
So this could have been prevented.
Yeah.
Like forest fires.
Yeah. So yes, but like the reason I quit my job is it was like a physical thing. Like
Fair enough. Yeah. No, definitely not
thing.
shitting on that. Everybody has fair reasons to.
Yeah,
right?
and I haven't totally figured that out yet. I just knew that I couldn't necessarily work as a carpenter long term, so I took time off to figure that out. And yeah, it's a super unfortunate situation, because I was like, oh, I went to school for carpentry. I'm expecting a pay raise. I can afford payments on a car rather
now
than
it's
driving
like
a beater. And now I'm
switch.
like, oh, wait, I'm not making any money now. And now I still have this car, which is partially on a line of credit. Time to figure shit out. And that's where I'm at now, which is unfortunate. But that is probably
It's okay.
biggest,
We got the porn thing fucking nailed.
That's probably the biggest issue I have at the moment. I wish I got the subwoofer with it.
No, the process of it. Would you have called the inspection place more than the morning? Would you have stayed in Vancouver? Would you have?
I would have seen if I could get the papers same day, and because I had to wait for them to come into the mail.
Like if you could have like picked them up or something?
Totally picked them up in Vancouver, so that I could have done everything in one day and been able to drive my car without any delay, because I had to wait, again, like 6 calendar days.
Right.
I also likely, what was the other thing I was just thinking of? Oh, I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. Like, it's pretty
It
good.
looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty
Thanks,
neat.
man.
Yeah,
No, it's sweet. Yeah. Well, you picked it up. I still can't believe they didn't even check your license or anything. Just
Yeah, pretty funny. They may have. I just don't remember it. I just remember it
Long
taking
day,
like a lot less time than I would have expected it to. I thought, like, my importer asked for my full name, date of birth, and address, and same for my buddy that went with me, because he said that security can be pretty tight. It was a breeze. Like, we took a cab in. He, like, the agent at the toll or whatever, talked to the cab for like 10 seconds. We rolled in. Spoke to the lady at the desk of the logistics company for no more than 30 seconds. Went out, keys in the car, jumped the car, took it away.
Sweet.
It was pretty sick.
damn.
There was one other thing that I wanted to mention. I don't remember exactly what it was, though. No, if it comes to me, I'll mention it.
My buddy had a STI.
That's too bad. Did he get it treated? All night.
Yeah. Oh man, you didn't hear that a million times over. It was expensive. I wanted to show you a picture of it, but I can't because it was fucking. You're obviously familiar with those. I think you said them earlier.
Yeah.
The rally car-ish thing, but it was like,
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Fuck. That's all I know. That's
so
my input.
The car
It looks like the Escort, except
the
it
car.
looks like one of the other ones we looked up.
His was fucking tuned. He was working on the oil rig thing.
Formac. The car I got
Throwback.
had 79,000 kilometers when I picked it up, and
That's what like made me go, I need a car from Japan.
it costs a comparable amount to a car that you'd find here on like a used car listing website, like private sale, that had about 200,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
on it, if not more.
Yeah.
For the same price. So 80,000 kilometers, 200,000. Yes, I had to wait 2 months. I had to get it inspected. I had to go to Vancouver to pick it up. I had to be confident driving on the right-hand side. There are barriers to doing it. But if you can figure out a way to do that, you might be saving a lot of money in the
This
long
might
term.
be a stupid question.
So for me, it's kind of an adventure.
Is there any like left hand or is it all right hand over there?
No, there's left hand.
There is normal cars, as I like to call
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
There are, I don't know for what reasons. I've heard it discussed, but I know, well, for one, they import left-hand drive cars. But second, I don't know. I feel like they do have them for some reasons. Maybe certain like manufacturers
Do you
just don't make them.
drive on the
side.
different side of the road?
They do, yeah.
So like the UK?
Yes. Think
shit.
island nations, like Japan, New Zealand.
I've
not
never
sure
left
about
Canada,
Australia.
and I'm so
Okay, there's maps.
yeah. Whew, thank God for those. Yeah,
Yeah, you can just look at them.
but
Okay, I don't know. I'm shit at geology too. Geography.
I was gonna say,
that was a good one. That was a close one.
You're like, I'm going in.
I was gonna go in, but I had a mouthful of whiskey, so like
Oh wow, that was close.
geology. Fuck yeah.
Jesus.
What are you thinking about?
no.
You're still trying to find that thing?
Yeah, the thing that I
you're-
lost. I swear there was one other thing I wanted to mention. I wanted to be thorough too, but
We can always do like a
You know what
That's
you can
okay.
do when you think
An
of it. You
update.
can do it in that
text to speech,
text to speak thing,
Text-to-speech.
and we'll just put it in.
or we'll Skype.
I'll
you.
make that sound before and after it.
Or I mean, I guess he lives upstairs, so
Why
we
would
can just come
Skype
down.
it?
I guess he can just come down.
Text to speak. This is the part I forgot. Blah 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 blah. Ah.
Yeah, that
Dum dum dum. Well, we should wrap it up because that's fucking long.
is long. I feel like
Should we do our outro right now? Visit us on our social media things.
wait. What are we gonna do that now
Sure.
instead of like part of it, and then we're not gonna worry about doing it?
I'll cut it.
Okay, and then I guess I got it in the video.
Or we don't have to.
Nah, I don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit. Maybe people in the video need to see it.
All right,
Go to our YouTube page because you're watching it already.
yeah. Go to YouTube.
Black sweater dot black. What is it?
Black Sweater Perspective
Dot.
for YouTube.
Oh, for YouTube, there is no dot.
It's just Black Sweater Perspective. It's just
and
our
then our
name.
website's www.blacksweater.ca. Oh fuck.
Hey man, what
you
the
usually
hell?
say these ones.
Yeah,
You usually
okay,
say
this-
them.
yeah, let me-
Call me Dick Skin. This is
hold on, I'll play it again.
Tie me up and call me Dick Skin. This has been episode 27 of the Black Sweater Perspective.
Oh, that's great.
Wrong episode number, but that's fine.
Oh really? I thought it was. Sorry, I thought I saw 26 on the last one.
Oh yeah, but there's
I can
like,
change that. That's
No, it
that's
doesn't matter. It's fine.
technology.
It's fine. It's fine.
I love that. That was awesome.
Actually, we're not sure if 27's coming out or not. Dylan has to approve it because he was drunk, so he's got to check some things.
I really don't give a shit though, but there's some things that I might force myself to give a
Yeah,
shit
but you're
about.
saying that after you've had some whiskey now too.
That's all it takes. Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Okay, I'm out.
There we go.
All right.
I love you
Cool,
all.
man.
That was fun.
Thanks, Jammer.
Keep it real, freak bitches.
Jamathon.
Beautiful. All right. 3, 2, 1. Bye.